Alright, everybody. This is the first stream I'm doing on my new computer. And guess what? We got the hard drive into the computer with the old files intact this time. So, requests will be coming again next week. So stay tuned. Meanwhile, I figured I'd show you off my Sony Wonder DVD collection. And this includes all my Sesame Street releases and Artford releases from Sony Wonder. So let's get started, shall we? All right. Here's the first Sony Wonder DVD release that I have, and that is the 1997 DVD release of Sesame Street's 25th Birthday, a musical celebration, the very first Sesame Street DVD release. Originally released on July 1st of 1997. The special was originally from 1993. The special was originally released in 1993 by Random House Home Video back then. And then in 1996, it was re-released by Sony Wonder on VHS. And then it was released on DVD for the first time in 1997. Yes, February 6, 1996 was when the VHS of it was released by Sony Wonder. And of course, this special takes place at the Central Park, which I actually went to back in September 2019 during my graduation trip, and it was really fun. Because I actually went to the exact same park back in 2019. The same park where they filmed the 25th anniversary special back in 1993. No, I have not heard of Backyard Spots by Humongous Entertainment. But anyway, of course, there's the description and the song list and stuff. It is approximately 60 minutes long. And here is the disc for Sesame Street's 25th Birthday, a musical celebration. I have a whole lot of them, but they are packed up into a box to take into the new area in September. So, but I could tell you, I have the Phonics Pond, the Leaps Phonics Pond, I have the Phonics Library, I have the Alphabet Bus. Most of them are from Leapfrog, by the way. Anyway, here's the disc for the Sesame Street's 25th Birthday musical celebration. And you can tell on the disc that it has the CTW semicircle logo on the disc art itself. No. The only The only ones I do have are from Leapfrog, but not from any other company though. But anyway, as you could tell, the disc has the CTW the disc art. It's the disc. Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, it is right on top of the clothes drawer right there. If you see the blue legs, it is the table that you're talking about. Yeah. And, yes. So, here's the disc for Sesame Street's 25th birthday and musical celebration. And, this disc, the disc itself, the disc art actually has the semicircle logo on the disc art, which could indicate that it is a reprint from 1998 or 1999. But when I looked at the files on the disc, it says October 13th of 1997. So I guess this could be reprinted at the very end of 1997 or the beginning of 1998. So, yeah, it is blue. But despite that, I'm going to tell you the beginning. It's got the FBI warning and then the Sony Wonder logo from 1995 to 2006, which is the one with the word Wonder in a ribbon. And then, of course, the Sony logo fades in and stuff. And then after that, even though it has the semicircle logo on the disc art, the DVD itself, after the Sony Wonder logo, keeps the 1983 Children's Television Workshop Sparks logo, just like it's shown on the back cover. Now, while the VHS has the electronic synth sounds in the logo, and then it goes to the title card and the Sesame Street Calypso theme before we go to the program, the DVD has the bells clanging tune in the Children's Television Workshop logo that is shown on the Best of Elmo. And then it's got the Sesame Street home video logo from 1996. And then we go to the title card and the Sesame Street Calypso theme. Then we go right to the program. And at the very end of the DVD, it just goes into the last song, which is called Sing. And then we go to the end credits, and then the DVD stops itself. It does not have a DVD menu. Instead, the disc stops itself, because this is one of the earliest Sony Wonder DVD releases of Sesame Street. This next DVD I have here is the 1998 DVD release of Elmo Palooza. which is part of the Sesame Street 30 Years and Count, which celebrates 30 years and counting, as you can see on the front cover. And it's got a bunch of different cast members, including Cindy Crawford, En Vogue, Gloria Estefan, the Fugees, Kenny Loggins, the Mighty Mighty Bosstones, Conan O'Brien, Chris Rock, Jon Stewart, Rosie O'Donnell, Richard Belzer, David Alan Grier, and Sean Colvin. So it's got a lot of guest stars in this special. The special originally aired on ABC back in February of 1998. And then it was released on VHS on April 14th, 1998, and then was released on DVD on June 3rd, 1998. And as for the 25th anniversary special, A Musical Celebration, it was originally released by Random House Home Video in October 1993. Then it actually aired on television in March of 1994, called Sesame Street Jam, A Musical Celebration. If you want to know, yes, A Musical Celebration did air on TV back in March of 1994, called Sesame Street Jam, A Musical Celebration, and it had a very interesting version of the Children's Television Workshop Sparks logo at the beginning, which is like a prototype version of the Best of Elmo variant because of the way it sounds, because it's got ascending xylophone notes in addition to the bells that are heard in the Best of Elmo variant. And it's got a clang sound at the end of that one, just like the Best of Elmo one. And then a different sounding ding sound. Anyway, back to Elmo Palooza, and that one is approximately 50 minutes long. There's the list of songs that are on there. And here is the disc for Elmo Palooza. This one is colored yellow. And at the beginning of this DVD release, it's got the FBI warning, and then for the first time ever on a Sesame Street DVD release, it's got the DVD menu. And then after you push the play button in the DVD menu, after you push the play button, it would go into a cut short version of the Sony Wonder logo that is also shown on the Alphabet Jungle game and the Great Numbers game. And then it's got the 1997 Children's Television Workshop semicircle logo without the word "Play It Smart." And then the Sesame Street Home Video logo from 1996, and then we go right to the program. This is one of the only DVD releases released before 2000 that would have the semicircle logo on a Sesame Street DVD release. Yeah. It would be interesting. Oh, in case you're wondering, the Electronic Toy Archive, this is the link. Anyway. And then at the very end of the DVD of Elmo Palooza, it's got the end credits and stuff, and then we go right back to the DVD menu. It would be cool if they made a Great Colors or a Great Shapes game. Alright, that was Elmo Palooza. Now we go into 2 Sesame Street DVDs released in 1999. The first one being the 1999 DVD release of Do the Alphabet, released on November 9th of 1999. And Do the Alphabet was originally released back in 1996 on VHS on February 6th of that year. Yeah, that's because Baby Bear had darker fur until 1998 during the 30th season of Sesame Street. Yeah, like I said, we would be resuming requests next week, so anyway, here is the description and the list of songs for this DVD of Do the Alphabet. And this one is 45 minutes. Hey, Mr. Beethoven, the toy and TV show collector. How are you guys doing?
Doing great, actually.
Well, you're in luck because I'm showing you guys off my Sony Wonder DVD collection, which includes the DVD releases of Sesame Street and Artford.
Ooh.
So first we looked at Sesame Street's 25th birthday musical celebration, and then we looked at Elmo Palooza, and now we're looking at this DVD of Do the Alphabet. Anyway, here is the disc for Do the Alphabet, and it is pink. The disc is pink.
Nice.
And now, at the beginning of this DVD, it just starts off at the DVD menu, and then when you push the play button, it would have the FBI warning, and then, of course, the Sony Wonder logo. And then, for some reason, even though the back cover and the disc art itself both have the CTW semicircle logo from 1997, the DVD itself actually contains the 1983 Children's Television Workshop Sparks
Wow.
logo. And this DVD also has the bells clanging tune in the CTW logo, just like the DVD of A Musical Celebration and the VHS of The Best of Elmo.
Nice.
And then
Speaking of Elmo, have you ever heard of Adventures of Elmo in Grouchland?
I have.
I love that one.
So MRKP 2003, I will answer this question after the stream. So after the CTW logo from 1983, it's got the 1996 Sesame Street home video logo on the DVD, even though the VHS used the My Sesame Street home video logo with Cookie taking a bite out of the street sign. And then, of course, we go right to the program. At the very end, we go right to the credits, and then we go back to the DVD menu. Next up, we go into the 1999 DVD release of 1, 2, 3, Count With Me, released on DVD on December 14th of 1999, and it was originally released on VHS back on July 8th of 1997.
Wow.
And that would be cool. So anyway, here are the list of songs. This one is 30 minutes long. So it's a bit shorter than Do the Alphabet.
I want to go eat some pizza.
All right. And here's the disc for 1, 2, 3, Count With Me. It is dark blue. Like before, this DVD starts off at the DVD menu. And then when you push the play button, it's got the FBI warning and then the Sony Wonder logo. And then like before, this DVD of 1, 2, 3, Count With Me, despite having this DVD of 1, 2, 3, Count With Me, it contains the 1983 Children's Television Workshop Sparks logo, even though the back cover and the disc art contained the semicircle logo. But this time, it's got the electronic synth sounds in the CTW logo on this DVD of 1, 2, 3, Count With Me. And then after that, the 1996 Sesame Street home video logo, and then we go right to the program. And then at the very end is the end credits, and then we go back to the DVD menu.
Hey YouTube, it's me.
You're in luck because I'm going to be showing you guys my Sony Wonder DVD collection. So this one contains my Sesame Street and my Artford DVDs. So once we get into 2002, that's when we'll show the first
I have
Artford
the 2004 DVD of Arthur Saves the Day.
I have that too, and I will show you that when I get to the 2004 releases. This next DVD release that I have is the 2001 DVD release of Sesame Street Kids' Favorite Songs 2. And it was released on DVD on October 30th of 2001. Yes, the front cover does have Elmo and Zoe on
There's
the
Arthur's Pet Follies.
front cover. And here's the song list. This one is 45 minutes. And of course, here is the disc for Kids' Favorite Songs 2. This one is red.
Do you like grown-up TV shows like 11 2000?
No, not necessarily.
I like some of them. I like Friends, Price is Right. Everybody Loves Raymond, Big Bang Theory. I like Two Broke Girls, George Lopez, MASH. A lot. Parking Wars and Storage Wars were good.
Alright. Now, at the beginning of this DVD of Sesame Street, Kids' Favorite Songs 2, it's got the FBI warning. Then it's got the Sony Wonder logo. And then, of course, I know there's some copies of this DVD that actually have the 1997 Children's Television Workshop semicircle logo, which freezes to the DVD menu. And others that have the Sesame Workshop logo fade to black and then go to the DVD menu. And as for this copy of Kids' Favorite Songs 2 that I have, after the Sony Wonder logo, this copy that I have has the Sesame Workshop logo fade to black, and then it goes to the DVD menu. Then when you push the play button, it goes to the Sony Wonder logo again, and then the Sesame Workshop logo again. Once again with the red roof and purple house. And then we go right to the program. And for the copies that have the CTW logo, it has the FBI warning appear when you push the play button.
Arthur
This
makes
one does
movie.
not. Next up, I've got the 2001 DVD release of the Alphabet Jungle game, also released on October 30th, 2001. And this was originally released on VHS back on July 7th of 1998. And it says, the best of Sesame Street's classic cartoons. And this one is 30 minutes long. And here's the song list. And here's the disc for the Alphabet Jungle game. This DVD opens up of the Alphabet Jungle game, opens up with the FBI warning and then the Sony Wonder logo, and then it has the 1997 Children's Television Workshop semicircle logo without the word "Play It Smart," freezing to the DVD menu. And then when you push the play button, it's got the Sesame Street home video and audio trailer from late 1997. And then, of course, the Sesame Street CD and cassette trailer from 1998, which the Alphabet Jungle game would be the very first release to use it. In addition to the Great Numbers game. And then the Please Stay Tuned screen, where it says, please stay tuned following this video presentation for previews of other Sesame Street home videos and audio products. It's the version from 1998 with the color changing background in all capitals. And then after that, it's got the FBI warning and then a cut short version of the Sony Wonder logo and then the 1997 Children's Television Workshop semicircle logo without the word "Play It Smart" appears again. And then the Sesame Street home video logo from 1996, and we go right to the program. At the very end of that DVD, it's got the and credits, and of course, it's got the Sesame Street online bumper from 1998 to 2001 with the announcer saying, "Visit Sesame Street on the web at www.sesamestreet.com." And then, of course, it's got the look for these great products from Sesame Street bumper from 1998. And then, of course, it's got the previews for Elmo Palooza, the Great Members Game, Elmo's Lowdown Hoedown, Fiesta, Platinum Alt, Kids Guide to Life videos telling the truth, and Sesame Street's 25th birthday and musical celebration. And then, of course, the Only from Sony Wonder bumper from 1998 with the color-changing background. Next up, we go into the 2001 DVD release of Elmo's World, released on October 30th, 2001, just like the DVDs of the Alphabet Jungle Game and Kids' Favorite Songs 2 that I have. The VHS was originally released on February 1st, 2000. And, yeah.
So what Arthur VHSs do you have again?
Well, Arthur's Tasty Treats, Arthur's Scary Stories, Arthur's Double Dare, Arthur Goes to the Doctor, and Arthur's Celebration.
Would you plan on getting Arthur's Double Dare on DVD?
Well,
When you have...
eventually I will, but
What entertainment shows do you like?
I like a whole lot of PBS shows. I like Arthur and Sesame Street.
No, I mean
sure,
entertainment shows.
The only Nickelodeon show
I meant hits entertainment shows.
Oh, the only entertainment show that I actually watch is, of course, Thomas the Tank Engine, but
the only Nickelodeon show I watch most is Blue's Clues.
And the only one that I watch the most is SpongeBob. Anyway, this DVD, Elmo's World, was originally released on VHS on February 1st of 2000, but this is the 2001 DVD release. And it's got the episodes Dancing, Music, and Books, which, strangely enough, it's got the dancing episode, and then after that episode, after dancing, Books comes next. And then after the Books episode comes the music episode. They just switched the episodes around in the program. Because after dancing, Books comes next, and then music is the last episode. This is quite strange, but I don't really care about how they messed the order up. Just as long as I watch it, it's really cool. Luckily, there might be another stream coming tomorrow, and you can join that one. My guess is it might end at around 4:30 or something, so that depends on how many DVDs I am showing you. Anyway, here is the disc for Elmo's World. It's just a clear disc. And at the beginning of this DVD, it's got the FBI warning and then the Sony Wonder logo. And then, of course, the Sesame Workshop logo, which has the red roof and the purple house, and it fades out, and then it goes to the DVD menu. And then, of course, when you push the play button, it's got the Sesame Street home video and audio trailer from late 1997, and the Sesame Street CD cassette trailer from 1998, and the Please Stay Tuned screen, and then the Sesame Street home video logo from 1996. And then, of course, the Elmo's World theme song, which is, of course, the original version of the Elmo's World theme from 1998 on this DVD release. And it's got which stars Elmo walking past his door, his closet door, and his goldfish Dorothy, and then he walks to a shade and then draws a curtain on the shade and then pulls the shade down. And then Elmo writes his name on the shade, and then the Elmo's World logo is formed with the letter S and the word world in crayons. And then after that, we go to the start of the dancing episode with an introduction by Elmo before it. And at the very end of the DVD, it's got the last few seconds of the music song and then the end credits. And the Visit Sesame Street on the web at www.sesamestreet.com bumper from 1998 to 2001. And in the Sesame Street magazine promo from 1999. And in the Look for These Great Products from Sesame Street bumper from 1999, which has the harmonica music of Sesame Street playing in the background. And has a green screen. And then after that, it's got previews for The Adventures of Elmo and Grouchland, Sing and Play, Kids' Favorite Songs, Elmo Palooza, and Create and Draw in Elmo's World CD-ROM promo. And then the Look for These Great Products from Sesame Street bumper appears again with the green screen intact, but this time it's the 1997 version with part of the song Count With Me playing in the background. And then after that, it's got previews for Big Bird Gets Lost, Telling the Truth, 1, 2, 3, Count With Me, Sing Yourself Sillier at the Movies, Elmo Size, Platinum of All Time Favorites, and William Wegman's Mother Goose. And then after that, it's got the Only from Sony Wonder bumper from 1997, which features the song, the last few seconds of the song Count With Me playing in the background, and has a blue screen saying wherever children's videos, CDs, cassettes, and book and tape sets are sold. Then it goes to the special thanks for making this DVD happen screen, just like with the DVD of the Alphabet Jungle Game and Kids' Favorite Songs 2, and then we go to the DVD menu. And as with Kids' Favorite Songs 2, there are no previews at the end of the DVD of Kids' Favorite Songs 2. I'm hoping to come across a few more Sesame Street DVDs from 2001, being The Great Numbers Game, Kids' Favorite Songs, and The Best of Elmo. And if I do happen to find a copy of Kids' Favorite Songs 2 with the Children's Television Workshop logo from 1997, I will let you know. Because if I come across a copy of Kids' Favorite Songs 2 with the Children's Television Workshop semicircle logo from 1997, I will let you know when I find one. But I'll have to wait till I get into this new area. So, next up is the 2001 DVD release of Elmo's World Wild Wild West, released on November 6, 2001. Special edition. The first Elmo's World home video special. And what is very odd about this DVD is that although this DVD is from 2001, it's got the Elmo's World Season 4 design from 2002 to 2003. And it's got the scene. And it's got the scene where Elmo gets his fingers in the doorknob stuck. And as for Dancing Mutant Books, all 3 episodes have Bill Irwin, but
I got
the
this
Wild
CW,
West DVD.
this CW talking plush.
Hi, I'm CW. Don't I look adorable? Look, this is cool. I want to play too. Arthur's making a mess. You're in big trouble. What's so funny?
Yeah. What do you think?
That's cool. Is that like from 1996 or something? Because I can tell it was Michael Kalos. But was that Michael Kalos?
God. Yes.
Do you have a talking Buster plush?
Yes, I do. Got a Thomas Train plush.
I believe that Artford plush you're holding is also from 1998.
It's from 1996.
Anyway, back to this DVD of Elmo's World Wild Wild West. Here's the disc for Elmo's World Wild Wild West, and it's purple. At the beginning of this DVD of Elmo's World Wild Wild West, it's got the FBI warning, and then the Sony Wonder logo, and then the Sesame Workshop logo with the red roof and the purple house, and then the DVD menu, and then when you push the play button, it's got the Elmo's World Wild Wild West title card, and then the Elmo's World theme song from 2000, which is the updated one with Elmo drawing on his drawer, which bounces, and then he goes past his Goldfish Dorothy, his drawer, and then his closet door, and then the door starts shaking. And then after that, the TV would appear, briefly dancing with Elmo. And then after that, Elmo writes his name on the shade. And then, of course, the Elmo's World logo forms like before with the word world in crayons. And the letter S as well. Then we go right to the program. And for the earliest time ever, it's got Elmo having trouble opening his door. Next up, we go into the 2002 DVD release of Elmo's World, Babies, Dogs, and More, released on May 14th, 2002, which is also the same day Elmo's World, Wake Up with Elmo was released on VHS and DVD. And also on that same day, Elmo's World, Singing, Drawing, and More, Flowers, Bananas, and More, and Birthdays, Games, and More were also released on DVD besides this one. And of course, here's the spine. And back, it's got the episodes Babies, Dogs, and Life on the Farm, which is actually just shortened to Farms. Which the actual episode is just called Farms, by the way. All 3 episodes have Michael Jeter being Mr. Noodle's brother, Mr. Noodle. Of course, the VHS was originally released on May 2nd, 2000, being the very last Sesame Street DVD, Sesame Street release to be released when it was called Children's Television Workshop at the time, before it became Sesame Workshop in June 2000. Here's the disc for Elmo's World, Babies, Dogs, and More. And at the beginning of this DVD of Elmo's World, Babies, Dogs, and More, it's got the FBI warning, and then, of course, Sony Wonder logo, and then the Sesame Street home video logo from 1996 with the word 1, 2, 3 at the top. And then, of course, the Sesame Workshop purple house and red roof logo. And then, of course, the DVD menu. And then when you push the play button, it's got the Elmo's World theme song from 2000. Which this would be the first Elmo's World release to use it, as it was released on VHS on May 2nd, 2000. About exactly 3 months after the first Elmo's World VHS was released. After that, it's got the start of the Babies episode with introduction by Elmo for Babies, Dogs, and More before it. At the end, it's got the last few seconds of the Farms episode with the Farm song and everything. And then, of course, the end credits, which, unlike the Dancing Music and Books DVD, which had the 1993 Calypso instrumental Sesame Street theme heard in street scenes, the DVD of Babies, Dogs, and More contains the 1969 classic Sesame Street harmonica closing theme that closes off the episodes of Sesame Street. And then after that, it's got the Sesame Street.com number from 1998 to 2001, and then the Sesame Street magazine promo from 1999, and then we go back to the DVD menu. Next up, we go into the first 4 Artford DVD releases released on June 11th, 2002. First one being Artford's Great Summer. Which contains the episodes Artford Goes to Camp, The Sure Thing, and The Short Quick Summer. Artford Goes to Camp is from season 1. The Sure Thing is from season 5, and The Short Quick Summer is from season 2. And here's the disc for Artford's Great Summer, and of course it's got the piece of paper that reads the contents on the disc. But I'm going to tell you how it opens and closes with anyway. It's got the FBI warning, and then, of course, the Sony Wonder logo, and then the Random House Home Video logo, and then the DVD menu, and then, of course, the Artford title sequence, which has the water splashing sound at the end, and the start of the episode, Artford Goes to Camp. And the closing to the DVD would have the last few seconds of the episode, The Short Quick Summer, the Artford Online, and local library promo from 2001 to 2003, and then, of course, the end credits from season 2. After that, it's got the Kiddio promo. And then after that, the Artford funding, and then it's got the Libby's Juicy Juice ad, which is the season 6 to 8 version. Then the post-alphabet cereal ad, which is 26 little letters that make the words to let you share your feelings. And then, of course, the Lego advertisement from season 6. And then after that, the Artford funding credits from season 6 in the Velveeta cheesy yellow pizza triangle background. And the season 6 funding uses grants from Ready to Learn Television Cooperative Agreement, U.S. Department of Education, Public Broadcasting Service, and public television viewers. And then we go back to the DVD menu. This DVD does not have a PBS Kids ident on this DVD. Sure, but there's another stream that I'm going to do tomorrow with you as well, which will be a Q&A with you. Next up is a 2002 DVD release of Artford the Good Sport. Oh, it's a Q&A about anything at all. That is, depending on if I still have enough storage on StreamYard after this one. Here's the 2002 DVD release of Artford the Good Sport, and this DVD contains the episodes The Good Sport from season 6, which is the original Justin Bradley version, by the way. Muffy Soccer Shocker, also from season 6, with the Justin Bradley version as well. And the Francine Frensky Olympic Rider from season 2. And all those Artford DVDs are about 40 to 45 minutes long. And here's the disc for The Good Sport. I have seen some of your recent live stream sound check. Anyway. Anyway, at the beginning of this DVD of The Good Sport, it's got the FBI warning, Sony Wonder logo, random house home video logo, DVD menu, Artford title sequence, which has the glass breaking sound at the end, and the start of the episode, The Good Sport. And the closing to this DVD would have the last few seconds of Francine Frensky, Olympic rider, and then the Artford Online and Local Library promo from 2001 to 2003. Then the end credits from season 6 with the Techno remix. And then after that, the Kideo promo, Artford funding, and then the Lego advertisement from season 6. Then the Libby's Juicy Juice ad, season 6 to 8 version, and of course the post-alphabet cereal ad. This time, it's 26 little letters that make up a million words that tell billions of stories. And then, of course, the Artford funding credits from season 6, but this time on the grassy green checkered grid background. And then, of course, the PBS Kids dot transformation ident from 2000, which, of course, has Dot the girl transforming into a tiger, and then an octopus, and then an astronaut. And then, after turning into the astronaut, Dot says, Dot? And floats around and smiles. And then she turns into the circular PBS Kids logo with Dot's face in it on a dark blue nighttime sky background with stars. Then the DVD menu. And then we have the 2002 DVD release of Arthur's Best School Days, which was released on DVD June 11, 2002, but was originally released on VHS back on September 11, 2001, the same day the unthinkable happened. Sure. But one thing is that I will be at an appointment tomorrow. And I probably won't be back until like around 6 o'clock in the evening. So we could do it on Thursday if we don't have time. Anyway, Arthur's Best School Days contains the episodes Arthur and the Square Dance, which is from season 2, Team Trouble from season 1, and Buster Hits the Books, which is another season 2 episode. And here's the disc for Arthur's Best School Days. And the piece of paper that reads the contents. Anyway, at the beginning of this DVD of Arthur's Best School Days, it's got the FBI warning, the Sony Wonder logo, random house home video logo, DVD menu, and then, of course, the Artford title sequence, which has the boing sound before the glass breaking noises. And then, of course, it's got the start of the episode, Arthur and the Square Dance. And then at the end of the DVD, it's got the last few seconds of Buster Hits the Books, then the Artford Online and Local Library promo from 2000 to 2001, which the 2000 to 2001 version has the computer screen in white with the pbskids.org and America Online keyword PBS Kids letters bright purple. Whereas in the 2001 to 2003 version, the computer screen is blue and it says pbskids.org or America Online keyword PBS Kids in a yellow-orange color. So that's That's how you can tell the difference between the 2000 to 2001 2000 to 2001 and 2001 2003 online bumpers. Yeah. Just wanted to give you a recap after I explain the closing. Then, of course, we've got the end credits from season 2. And then, of course, it's got the Artford funding credits with the Artford logo and the grassy green checkered grid background. And then, of course, it's got the post-alphabet serial ad, 26 letters that make the words that let you share your feelings. And then, of course, it's got the Lego ad from season 5, and then the Libby's Juicy Juice ad from season 5, and then of course it's got the Artford funding credit from season 5 with the blueberry blue flower bed background, and then of course the and by the way, the season 5 funding with the blueberry blue flower bed background was also used in season 4 beginning in November of 1999, except with a slightly different announcement. And by the way, the season 5 funding is also like the funding used on seasons 1 through 4 reruns of Artford, except it's got the Circle Corporation for Public Broadcasting logo instead of the square one. Is that right, sound check? And then after the Artford funding credits from season 5 with the blueberry blue flower bed background, it's got the PBS Kids Dot ident from 1999, which has Dot, the girl, running up to the screen. First, Dot is far away from the screen at first, but then she runs closer to the screen and then says doink, and then turns to the other side and smiles. And then, of course, it's the circle would zoom out and would have the thought bubble appearing with the letters PBS on it on a multicolored background. And, yes, the Lego ad on this DVD is the woman announcer saying, because learning is the fun part of growing up. There exists 2 other versions where there's one with a girl saying, because a little imagination goes a long way. The folks at Lego are proud to bring you Artford. And then there's another one with a boy saying, because a little teamwork can accomplish big things. The folks at Lego are proud to help bring you Artford. And by the way, the PBS Kids Dot ident from 1999 that is shown on this DVD can also be shown on numerous DVD and VHS releases of Dragon Tales, along with DVD and VHS releases of JJ the Jet Plane from 2002. Both of which by Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment. And then after the PBS Kids Dot ident, we go to the DVD menu for Artford's Best School Days again. Now I just want to give you a little recap of what we've been showing so far before you came to the screen, Jeremy. The first one I showed everyone was Sesame Street's 25th Birthday, a Musical Celebration DVD from 1997. And then after that, I showed you Elmo Palooza. DVD from 1998. Then I showed you the DVD of Doobie Alphabet. And then after that, I showed you 1, 2, 3, count with me. DVD, and then I showed you the Kids' Favorite Songs 2 DVD from 2001. And then I showed you the Alphabet Jungle Game DVD. And then I showed you the Elmo's World DVD right here. Then I showed you Elmo's World Wild Wild West. And then I showed you Elmo's World Baby Songs and More DVD release. And then I showed you Artford's Great Summer. Right here. And then I showed you the Good Sport Sony Wonder DVD release. And then we just finished looking at Artford's Best School Days. So now we're going to go into the DVD of Artford the Doctor, released on June 11, 2002 on DVD. And also was released on VHS the same day the unthinkable happened, back on September 11, 2001. And the episodes on this DVD are Artford's Knee from Season 2, Buster's Breathless from Season 5, and the Lousy Week. No, Artford's Knee is from Season 2, Buster's Breathless from Season 4, and the Lousy Week from Season 5. So they are Artford's Knee from Season 2, Buster's Breathless from Season 4, and the Lousy Week from Season 5. And of course, here's the disc for Artford Goes to the Doctor, with the piece of paper reading the contents and everything. Now I'm going to tell you how this DVD opens and closes with. It's got the FBI warning, the Sony Wonder logo, the Random House Home Video logo, DVD menu, FBI, and then of course the Artford title sequence with, of course, the boing sound before the glass breaking noises. Then of course it's got the start of the episode, Artford's Knee, and the closing to the DVD would have the last few seconds of the episode, the Lousy Week. And then, of course, the end credits from Season 5. And then, of course, it's got the Artford funding credits, this time with the Artford logo on the blueberry blue flower bed background. Then it's got the post-alphabet serial ad, which is 26 letters to make the words to let you share your feelings. And then the Lego ad from Season 5, which, like before, has the woman announcer saying, "Because learning is a fun part of growing up. The folks at Lego are proud to bring you Artford." And then, of course, it's got the Libby's Juicy Juice ad from Season 5. And then, of course, the Artford funding credits from Season 5 with the blueberry blue flower bed background. And then, like before, it's got the 1999 PBS Kids ident, the Dot one, the Dot ident, where Dot the girl runs up to the screen. And then after that, the DVD menu. All right. Next up, we go into the DVD of Artford's Scary Stories, which was released on July 16th, 2002 on DVD. On VHS, it was released on August 1st, 2000, which is also Jeremy Martin's 4th birthday. And also the same day, the first 3 Dragon Tales VHS releases were released. And the same day, the DVD of Dragon Tales Adventures in Dragonland was released, that being August 1st, 2000 as well. And the episodes on this DVD are Night Fright from Season 2, What Scared Sue Ellen from Season 3, and The Fright Stuff from Season 4. For some reason, the Libby's Juicy Juice ad being shown on here is the late Season 1 to Season 4 version from the VHS, even though the back cover of the DVD has the updated Libby's Juicy Juice logo. And it's got post alphabets. It's got Lego incorrectly sponsored on the back cover, even though the DVD itself has the Baby Gap ad from the VHS. And for some reason, even though this DVD is from 2002, the back cover says 2000 instead of 2002. And for some reason, the disc says 2001. Even though it came out on July 16, 2002 on DVD. This is quite weird, wouldn't you think, Jeremy Barton? How they incorrectly used the copyright dates or copyright years on this DVD instead of the correct one. Yes, you're correct. And at the beginning of this DVD of Artford's Scary Stories, it's got the FBI warning, the Sony Wonder logo, Random House Home Video logo, DVD menu. And then, of course, the Artford title sequence, which has the boing sound before the glass breaking noises. And then after that, it's got the start of the episode, Night Fright. And at the end of the DVD, it would have the last few seconds of the episode, The Fright Stuff. And then, of course, the end credits from Season 3. Even though the last episode, The Fright Stuff, is from Season 4, it's got the Season 3 end credits on this DVD. And then, of course, it's got the Artford funding credits from early Season 4 with the dark, grassy green checkered grid background, using grants from U.S. Department of Education and Public Television viewers. Then it's got the Libby's Juicy Juice ad, which is the late Season 1 to Season 4 version. And then after that, it's got the... After that, it's got the Baby Gap advertisement, even though Lego is incorrectly sponsored on the back cover. And in the post-alphabet cereal ad, this one has 26 little letters that make the words that let you share your feelings. This would also be the first release on VHS to use that version. and then like the VHS, the DVD cuts directly to the PBS Kids Dot ident from 1999, where Dot the girl runs up to the screen, and then after that, we go into the Artford Online and Local Library proper from 1998 to 1999, and then this DVD of Artford Scary Stories is the only DVD of Artford to use the Artford Video Collection promo at the very end of the DVD. Because the other DVDs of Artford do not have it. Then after that, it goes to the DVD menu. Because I checked this DVD, this does have the Artford video. This DVD does have the Artford Video Collection promo at the end. Unlike the DVDs of Artford Goes to Hollywood and Artford's Famous Friends, which did not have the video collection promo on the DVD releases, even though it had it on those respective VHS releases. But this DVD of Artford's Scary Stories is the only DVD that does have the Artford Video Collection promo. All right. Next up, we're going to go into the 2002 DVD release of Sesame Street, Elmo Visits the Firehouse, which was released on VHS and DVD on September 3rd, 2002. And this is a 2002 DVD release. Now, what is very interesting about this DVD is that even though this DVD was released in September 3rd, 2002, this DVD actually contains the Firefighters episode of Elmo's World, which did not air on television until season 34 back in 2003. That is quite interesting. And it fits pretty well for this DVD because apparently the TV airings of the episode used the fish episode of Elmo's World instead, as it was the very first episode of season 33, episode 3981, respectively. But I like how they corrected it and changed the Elmo's World episode to that of the Firefighters episode on the DVD version. Is quite interesting if you ask me, Jeremy Barton. And it is 45 minutes. Here's the disc where Elmo visits the firehouse. At the beginning of the DVD, it's got the FBI warning, and then it's got the Sony Wonder logo, and then the Sesame Workshop logo from 2000. Which has the red roof and the purple house. And all of those DVDs with all those Sesame Street releases with the Sesame Workshop red roof and purple house logo say www.sesameworkshop.org at the bottom. Then after that, the DVD menu, and then we go right to the special, and then at the end of this DVD, before we go into the Elmo's, at the end of the portion before we go to Elmo's World, it's got a few inserts, and then after that, it goes to the Elmo's World theme song from 2000 with a fire truck transition instead of the page curl transition. And then after that, it's got the start of the Firefighters episode, which which, by the way, did not air on television until season 34 of Sesame Street back in 2003, but this DVD was released in 2002, and it does have the Firefighters episode on here, so I guess you could call it a late season 4 episode that meant, or an episode that meant to air during season 4, but because it was released on DVD in 2002 first before it aired on television in 2003. That's why I consider it still a season 4 episode, because it meant to air during season 4, but it wound up airing during season 5 of Elmo's World instead. Would you agree with me on that, Jeremy Barton? Because I would still call the Firefighters episode a season. Yeah. Despite this, the rest of the Elmo's World episodes that aired in 2003 during season 34 of Sesame Street are from season 5, except Firefighters, which would be from season 4 due to it airing on DVD first in 2002 before airing on television a year later. And after the Firefighters episode ends, it's got a Hero Guy segment. Then we go to the end credits, and then the SesameStreet.com bumper from 2002 to 2007. With Elmo typing on the computer and saying, SesameStreet.com! Yay! And it has a noticeably higher pitched version of the Sesame Street closing theme from 1969, which is also cut short. And as for Wild Wild West, it does have a Hero Guy segment on that one too, and it also has Monster Clubhouse, but this Elmo Visits the Firehouse does not have Monster Clubhouse. Next up is a 2002 DVD release of The Adventures of Elmo and Grouchland Sing and Play, released on DVD September 24th of 2002, and was released on VHS on September 7th, 1999. Special bonus includes an episode of Elmo's World. For the first time Elmo's World appears on VHS, though. And it says, here's a song list, and it says, plus a special visit to Elmo's World to play with and learn all about balls. For some reason, it has a Warner Home Video sticker on this, even though it's a Sony Wonder DVD release. $50 minutes. And here's the disc for The Adventures of Elmo and Grouchland Sing and Play. And at the beginning of this DVD of The Adventures of Elmo and Grouchland Sing and Play, it's got the FBI warning, the Sony Wonder logo, and then, of course, the Sesame Street. And then, of course, after the Sony Wonder logo, it's got the FBI warning, the Sony Wonder logo, and then the Sesame Workshop red, roof, and purple house logo. And then after that, it's got the DVD menu, and then we go right to the program. And then after the program is over, before Elmo's World begins, it's got the last few seconds of the program and, of course, the end credits with the song Welcome to Grouchland playing in the background. And for some reason, this DVD retains the Children's Television Workshop info and the copyright date from the 1999 VHS release on this DVD. And then after that, the DVD contains the Elmo's World theme song, which is from 1998, just like on the Dancing Music and Books release. And then the start of the Balls episode. And then at the end of this DVD, it's got the last few seconds of the Balls episode. And then, of course, the copyright notice also still mentioning the Children's Television Workshop name, despite the DVD being released in 2002. And then, of course, it's got the SesameStreet.com bumper from 1998 to 2001, and then we go to the DVD menu. Isn't that weird about this DVD of The Adventures of Elmo and Grouchland Sing and Play DVD from 2002, retaining the Children's Television Workshop name and the copyright date at the end of the DVD? Jeremy Barton? From the 1999 VHS release. That is also the case with the Elmo's World Dancing Music and Books DVD from 2001. All right, next up is a 2002 DVD release of Artford, It's Only Rock and Roll, which, of course, stars the Backstreet Boys. And it features 2 exclusive songs performed by the Backstreet Boys. About Artford, It's Only Rock and Roll, it originally aired on television back on September 1st, 2002, which was on a Sunday, apparently, for some reason. But Artford, It's Only Rock and Roll aired on television on September 1st of 2002 for a specific reason. It aired on TV. Artford's Only Rock and Roll aired on TV in September 2002 to prepare for an upcoming season of Artford coming out in October of that year, that being season 7 of Artford, which means this special aired to prepare for season 7 of Artford premiering on PBS very shortly after this aired on television. And this does have Mark Rendell voice Artford in there, and it does have Jason Swimer voice DW in the special, which means it was produced during season 7. And this DVD was released on October 1st, 2002, a week before season 7 premiered on PBS before season 7 of Artford aired on PBS. This DVD was released a week before season 7 aired on PBS. To be honest, not as much as SpongeBob, though. Anyway. This one says, join Artford, DW, and all their pals in a fun-filled animated series based on Mark Brown's best-selling children's books. based on Mark Brown's best son Conan, of course. Based on Mark Brown's best son Conan, of course. Can you hear me all right? Mark Brown's best son. Can you? Anyway. So anyway. It's really cool how this DVD has the Backstreet Boys come to Elwood City. It's kind of like the Artford version of Elmo Palooza in a way, which has multiple guest stars. But instead of Rosie O'Donnell and the Mighty Mighty Bosstones and Gloria Estefan, etc., it's the Backstreet Boys. And the only sponsor on here is Post Alphabets. And of course, here's the disc for Artford, It's Only Rock and Roll. And at the beginning of this DVD, it's got the FBI warning, Sony Wonder logo, Random House Home Video logo, DVD menu, and then we go right to the special. It does not have the Artford theme song at the beginning. And then after that, the closing to the DVD would have the last few seconds of the episode, the last few seconds of the special, and then of course the end credits, which has cars going across the street in the Artford end credits for this special Artford's Only Rock and Roll. It's also got the Backstreet Boys singing the Artford theme during the end credits. And then after that, it's got brief footage of the Backstreet Boys singing the Artford theme, and then the Artford Online and Local Library promo from 2001 to 2003, and then of course the Artford's Only Rock and Roll funding, and the Post Alphabet serial ad, which is 26 little letters that spell the names and tell the world who we are. And then, of course, the Artford's Only Rock and Roll funding continue with a bright blue background. And then, of course, it's got the 2002 PBS Kids Fishbowl ident, which has dashed a boy looking at a goldfish in the fishbowl, coming close to the fishbowl, imagining himself as an orange goldfish, and then getting eaten by Dot, the girl, as a green fish. And then it would have the circular PBS Kids logo with Dot on it appear on a background with bubbles in it. And strangely enough, even though the snow globe ident has appeared on Artford, it did not appear on any of the DVD releases of the show by Sony Wonder. It only appeared on television airings. And by the way, the snow globe ident premiered in 2002 as well, along with the Fishbowl one, in which the Snow Globe one would have Dash ice skate in an ice rink. And then he feels the ground shake and he stops skating. And then the camera zooms out to reveal that Dot, the girl, is holding him in a snow globe, inside a snow globe. And then this time it's got the PBS Kids logo appearing with Dot on it like before, but with a snowflake background instead of a bubble background. Next up is a 2002 DVD release of Arthur's Perfect Christmas, which was released on the same day season 7 of Artford premiered on PBS, on DVD at least. Of course, the VHS was released on September 19, 2000, and although it was released on VHS before Season 5 premiered, it aired on television just as Season 5 was about to conclude. And here's a disc for Arthur's Perfect Christmas. With alright. Now, at the beginning of this DVD, it's got the FBI warning, the Sony Wonder logo, Random House Home Video logo, DVD menu, and then, of course, the start of the program. It does not have the Artford theme at the beginning of this special either. And then at the very end of it, it's got the last few seconds of the special, and then, of course, the end credits with the song Have a Boogie Woogie Christmas and the Rockin' and the Rollin' New Year playing in the background. After this, it's got the Arthur's Perfect Christmas funding with the Lego ad from season 5 with a kid saying, Lego, a proud sponsor of Artford, wishes you the best holiday season you could ever imagine. Then the Libby's Juicy Juice ad from late season 1 to season 4 is shown, despite the updated one being shown on the back cover of the DVD. And then after that, it's got the Artford's Perfect Christmas funding continue. And then after that, it goes back to the DVD menu. The Sony Wonder DVD release of this, as well as the Sony Wonder VHS release, doesn't have a PBS Kids ident. Yeah, Arthur's Perfect Christmas is one of the rare times where Arthur actually cries. And anyway, the Sony Wonder VHS and DVD release does not have a PBS Kids ident. But the television airings, I can tell you the sponsors on the TV airings, it's got the Lego ad and then the updated Libby's Juicy Juice ad from season 5, and the funding continued. The Arthur's online and local library bumper from 2000 to 2001 with the song Perfect Christmas playing in the background. And then the And Now a Word from Mark Brown segment, and then the PBS Kids ident with Dash the Boy thinking about something, which has a close-up of an eye, which blinks and it zooms out, and then it reveals that it is a boy. The camera reveals that it is a boy named Dash, and he points his finger on his head and scratches it, trying to think about something. And then he smiles and says, doink! And then the circle would zoom out with the thought bubbles reading PBS on a pink and white vertical stripe background. But the PBS Kids DVD release from 2012 uses a kids video version of the Dash ident with the DAW audio. All right, Jeremy Barton. Now we're getting into into a point where Sony Wonder released Artford and Sesame Street DVDs released on the same day. So for the Sesame Street and Artford DVD releases released on the same day, I will show you the Artford ones first, and then I'll show you the Sesame Street title released the same day afterwards. Jeremy Barton. Because Artford starts with the letter A and Sesame Street starts with the letter S. All right. Here's the first Artford DVD release from January 14th, 2003. That being Artford's Family Fun. Which contains the episodes Artford and Los Vecinos from Season 6, which is the Justin Bradley version, Sue Ellen's Little Sister from Season 2, and Artford's Family Feud from Season 5. And here's the disc for Artford's Family Fun. At the beginning of this DVD of Artford's Family Fun, it's got the FBI warning, Sony Wonder logo. I don't think so. I don't think I can. But anyway, this DVD of Artford's Family Fun opens with the FBI warning. And then, of course, the Sony Wonder logo, Random House Home Video logo, DVD menu, FBI warning. No. It's got the FBI warning, Sony Wonder logo, Random House Home Video logo, DVD menu, the Artford theme with the glass breaking noises at the end, and then the start of the episode, Artford and Los Vecinos. And at the end of the DVD, it's got the last few seconds of the episode, Artford's Family Feud, the And Now a Word From Us Kids segment, the Artford Online Local Library bumper from 2001 to 2003, or promo from 2001 to 2003, I should say. The Artford end credits from Season 6 with the Techno remix, Kideo promo, Artford funding, and then it has the Lego advertisement, despite Chuck E. Cheese's being incorrectly spotted on the back cover. And then, of course, the Libby's Juicy Juice ad, Season 6 to 8 version, and the post-alphabet cereal ad, which is 26 little letters that make up a million words to tell billions of stories. Then the Artford funding credits from Season 6 with the grassy green checkered grid background, and then, of course, the PBS Kids dot transformation ident from 2000, and then the DVD menu. Next up, we go into another Artford DVD release from January 14th of 2003, and that is Artford's Snow Day, which includes Free Great Adventures. And they are The Rat Who Came to Dinner from Season 4, The Long Dull Winter from Season 3, and The Blizzard from Season 4. And here's the disc for Artford Snow Day. Anyway, at the beginning of this DVD of Artford Snow Day, it's got the FBI warning, Sony Wonder logo, Random House Home Video logo, DVD menu, Artford title sequence with the glass breaking noises at the end, and the start of the episode, The Rat Who Came to Dinner. And the closing to the DVD would have the last few seconds of The Blizzard, and Now a Word From Us Kids segment. And then, of course, the Artford Online and Local Library bumper from 2001, promo from 2001 to 2003, and then the end credits from season 4, then the Kiddio promo, and then the Artford funding, and then like before, the Lego advertisement appears, despite Chuck E. Cheese's being incorrectly sponsored on the back cover. And then, of course, the Libby's Juicy Juice ad, and then, of course, the post-alphabet cereal ad, which is 26 letters that make up a million words to tell billions of stories. Once again. And then it's got the Artford funding credits from season 6 with the grassy green checkered grid background. And then the PBS Kids dot transformation ident from 2000. That's because it's got the Lego advertisement. And Lego has already stopped sponsoring Artford by the time the Fishbowl and Snow Globe idents were appearing on Artford. Had the Chuck E. Cheese's ad appeared on this DVD, it could have used the Snow Globe ident, but with the season 7 funding, but no. The Lego ad is shown with the season 6 funding with green background and the dot transformation ident. And Jeremy Barton, if the Sesame Street DVDs used PBS Kids idents, here's what I imagine it to be. It would be beginning in 1998. But the DVDs of A Musical Celebration, Elmo Saves Christmas, Duty Alphabet, and 1, 2, 3 Count With Me would not use them. So anyway, the ones that would use them, Elmo Palooza, I would imagine it using the P-Pals ident at the beginning and the end with the EI balloon on the VHS and the DVD. Kids' Favorite Songs 2, I would imagine that one using the 1999 dot ident at the beginning and the 1999 dash ident at the end. The DVD of the Alphabet Jungle Game, I would imagine the DVD of the Alphabet Jungle Game using the P-Pals ident at the beginning and end with the EI balloon intact due to it using recycled mastering from the 1998 VHS release. And as for Elmo's World, Dancing, Music, and Books, I would imagine that using the dot ident at the beginning from 1999 and the dash ident at the end. And then as for Elmo's World, Wild Wild West, I would imagine that one using the dot ident at both the beginning and the end on the DVD from 1999. The dot ident from 1999 at the beginning and the end of the Wild Wild West DVD. I would imagine the Elmo's World Wild Wild West DVD used the dot ident from 1999 at both the beginning and the end. And as for Elmo's World, Babies, Dogs, and More, I would imagine that DVD used the 1999 dash ident at both the beginning and the end. And then for Elmo Visits the Firehouse, I would imagine that DVD being the very first DVD to use the Fishbowl and the Snow Globe idents, with the Fishbowl one at the beginning and the Snow Globe one at the end, both with the pbskids.org URL cutting in and out. And as for the 2002 DVD of The Adventures of Elmo and Grouchland Sing and Play, I would imagine it using the P-Pals ident at both the beginning and the end. This because of it using the SesameStreet.com bumper at the very end from the VHS from 1999. Now, moving on. Now we go into the 2003 DVD release of Artford Goes to Hollywood, released on January 14, 2003, but was released on VHS on March 21st, 2000. And this DVD contains the episodes And Now Let's Talk to Some Kids from Season 3, The Contest, and That's a Baby Show, which are both from season 4. So now that I told you everything, what did you think of the imagination of Sony Wonder DVDs of Sesame Street using them as well? I got this DVD for my birthday. Thomas and PBS Fan Program Breaker 20KB05. And I also got the DVD of Artford's Scary Stories on DVD for my birthday as well. And Artford's Terrible Teasers. I think it might have shown purple, but I have not seen the TV airing, so I can't really answer that for sure. And here's the disc for Artford Goes to Hollywood. And at the beginning of this DVD of Artford Goes to Hollywood, don't worry, Jeremy Barton, there will be some Sesame Street DVDs that will have the transformation idents. I will get to that eventually. All right. Now, at the beginning of this DVD of Artford Goes to Hollywood, it's got the FBI warning, Sony Wonder logo, Random House Home Video logo, DVD menu, Artford title sequence with the boing sound before the glass breaking noises. And then, of course, we go into the title. And then, of course, we go into the start of the episode. And now let's talk to some kids. And at the end of the DVD, it's got the last few seconds of the episode. That's a Baby Show. And then, of course, it's got the Artford end credits from season 4, but it has the Artford opening theme audio from the intro playing in the background instead of the end credits version of the theme. Surprisingly. And then after that, it's got the Artford funding credits from season 4, early season 4, with the grassy green checkered grid background. And then, of course, the Libby's Juicy Juice ad, and then from late season 1 to season 4, and then the Baby Gap ad, even though Lego's incorrectly sponsored on the back cover. Nope, it's not too late at all. And then after the Baby Gap ad, it's got the post-alphabet cereal ad, which is 26 little letters that make up 1,000,000 words to tell billions of stories, except this one has slightly different background music and has a different voiceover, which is a boy announcer instead of a girl one. And then, of course, the PBS Kids Dot ident from 1999, where Dot the girl runs up to the screen. And then the Artford Online Local Library bumper from 1998 to 1999, and then the DVD menu. Next up, we go to the 2003 DVD release of Artford's Famous Friends, also released on January 14, 2003 on DVD and March 21st, 2000 on VHS. This one contains the episodes Artford Meets Mr. Rogers from Season 2, I'm a Poet from Season 1, and My Music Rules from season 4. Artford Meets Mr. Rogers has Fred Rogers. I'm a Poet has Jack Perlutsky, and My Music Rules features Yo-Yo Ma and Joshua Redman. And here's a disc for our first famous friends. And at the beginning of this DVD, it's got the FBI warning, Sony Wonder logo, Random House Home Video logo, DVD menu, title sequence, and the start of the episode, Artford Meets Mr. Rogers. And at the end of the DVD, it's got the last few seconds of My Music Rules. And then, of course, it's got the it's got the end credits from season 4, but with the song Crazy Bus playing in the background. The version of Crazy Bus with Yo-Yo Ma and Joshua Redman rearranging it, of course. And then the Artford funding credits from early season 4 with the dark grassy green checkered grid background. And then after that, it's got the Libby's Juicy Juice ad from late season 1 to season 4. And then it's got the Baby Gap ad, even though Lego is incorrectly sponsored on the back cover. And then the post-alphabet cereal ad, which is 26 letters that make up a million words to tell billions of stories. The same one as Arthur Goes to Hollywood. And then after that, the PBS Kids ad with Dot the Girl running up to the screen. Then the Arthur Online Local Library pumper from 1998 to 1999. And the DVD menu. And now we are going to go into a Sesame Street DVD release from January 14th of 2003, and it is an Elmo's World one. And that is Head to Toe with Elmo. Released on January 14th, 2003, alongside these 4 Artford DVDs, which I already showed before this. The episodes on this DVD are Jackets, Hats, and Shoes, which all 3 of them are from season 1 on this DVD, just like they are on Dancing Music and Books. Dancing Music and Books are also from season 1, just like Jackets, Hats, and Shoes are. All right, let's see. And all 3 episodes on this DVD, Jackets, Hats, and Shoes, all have Bill Irwin as Mr. Noodle. Yes, there is a strange thing that I'm going to talk about once I explain the opening to this DVD. Here's the disc for Elmo's World Head to Toe with Elmo. At the beginning of this DVD, it's got the FBI warning, the Sony Wonder logo, the Sesame Workshop, red roof, and purple house logo, and then the DVD menu. And then this is when something strange happens on this DVD. And you know what that is. Despite the fact that all 3 of the episodes on this DVD, Jackets, Hats, and Shoes, all are from season 1 and all have the pale design of Elmo's World. The Elmo's World intro that is shown on this DVD is not the Season 1 version, but rather it is the Season 2 version from 2000 being shown, which has Elmo drawing in this drawer, walking past his drawer and closet door, and then the TV dancing with him. That's not the correct intro, because all episodes on there are from Season 1. Well, technically it is an error, but this also could be another reason why they used it, because it's a later release from 2003. But on the DVD of Elmo's World Dancing Music and Books, not only are all 3 episodes from Season 1 on the Dancing Music and Books DVD, but the Dancing Music and Books DVD has the correct intro from Season 1, unlike Head to Toe with Elmo, which doesn't. And then after that, we go right to the Jackets episode. And then a strange thing happens at the very end of the DVD as well. It's got the last few seconds, at the end of the DVD, it's got the last few seconds of the Shoes episode, and then, of course, the end credits with the copyright date reading 2002, even though it's a 2003 DVD release. And then the SesameStreet.com bumper from 2002 to 2007, and then we go right to the DVD menu. And as for the PBS Kids ident for this DVD, I imagine this DVD of Head to Toe with Elmo using the PBS Kids Snow Globe ident at both the beginning and the end of the DVD, with the pbskids.org URL cutting in and out at both the beginning and end. And you know why? Because all 3 episodes on this DVD involve winter clothing. And this DVD was released in January 2003, so January is part of winter.
Hello?
Hi.
Oh, hey. I had problems with my headphones or something. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. I was trying to tell you that this Elmo's World DVD used the incorrect Elmo's World intro from the 2nd season, despite the fact that all 3 episodes were from the 1st season. Which is weird. Next up, we go into the Artford DVD releases from June 10th, 2003. The first one being Artford's Tasty Treats.
If it's okay, can I mention the background colors that I watched?
Sure. Sure, go ahead.
Alright.
Artford's Tasty Treats. The first one being released on June 10th, 2003. This one contains the Artford episodes Buster's Sweet Success from Season 6, which is the original Justin Bradley version on this DVD, Dad's Dessert Dilemma from Season 3, and How the Cookie Crumbles from Season 2.
I remember watching Arthur Rides the Bandwagon in 2011, and it shows the yellow background. I remember that one. I think.
That was paired with Dad's Dessert Dilemma.
Yeah, I know. And unlike What's Sue Ellen, it does show the yellow background at the beginning and at the end, which is how it should be.
When you've seen it,
Which one?
What Scared Sue Ellen? I've watched What Scared Sue Ellen, and that had the yellow background at the beginning and the green one at the end.
Oh, I had that same experience before, except it was on the season 2 episode Grandma Thor Appreciation Day, and it was like What Scared Sue Ellen 2.0, where it had the purple one but ended with the yellow one for some reason. That's even more weirder because there would have been 2 different PBS Kids logos. So I don't know the PBS Kids airings of that episode. I think it was Dash Transformation or Dot Transformation, or one of the 1999 logos.
Well, have you seen an era where it had the green background at the beginning and the purple one at the end?
No, because I didn't see the green one ever in my life. But yeah, all the other.
I have.
Yeah,
I haven't seen the purple one when I was watching Artford, though.
yeah. I've seen the maybe I'll explain all the Arthur episodes. Maybe if you do a Q&A or something that I watched. Is that okay?
Sure. Anyway.
When-
So, here is the disc for Arthur's Tasty Treats.
Oh yeah, I remember that line in Dad's Dessert Dilemma, which was hilarious, and Mr. Rapper would say, "Oh, are you having cake?" Oh man, that line was hilarious.
Or, yeah. Let's see.
Hey guys.
What's up? What's up, Movie Game 1198?
Great, SC. I heard you Flick Level 2000 were talking about the DVD collection because, well, I'm really just going to speak normally in this chat because I don't want to do impressions too much because I got to eat dinner. Well, it's okay if I just stay for a little bit.
Sure.
Right. So,
Yeah.
Anyway, here's how the DVD of Arthur's Tasty Treats would open up with. It's got the FBI logo, the Sony Wonder logo, Random House Home Video logo, and of course the DVD menu, the Arthur title sequence with the glass breaking noises, and the start of the episode, Buster's Sweet Success. And at the end of that DVD, it's got the last few seconds of how the cookie crumbles, and then and now a word from us kids segment, Arthur Online and Local Library bumper from 2001 to 2003. And then, of course, the Arthur end credits from season 3. And then, of course, it's got the Kiddio promo, the Arthur funding credits. And for the first time ever, this is the first Arthur DVD to contain a Chuck E. Cheese's advertisement. And this one is the Exercises one, where the announcer says, helping children discover the fun of developing their bodies and their minds.
Oh.
And it does not have the Chuck E. Cheese's website information at the end of the bumper.
What a shame.
And then after that, the Libby's Juicy Juice ad appears, which is the season 6 to 8 version. And then, of course, the post-alphabet serial ad, which is 26 little letters to make up the words to let you share your feelings. Then it's got the Arthur funding credits from season 7 through 8 with the Velveeta Cheesy Yellow Pizza Triangle background, commonly used on seasons 1 through 4 reruns, which uses grants from the U.S. Department of Education, Corporation for Public Broadcasting, with the Square Corporation for Public Broadcasting logo, and then of course public television viewers. And then after that, it's got the 2000 PBS Kids Dash transformation ident, which has Dash, the boy, transforming into a caveman, then a scuba diver, and then a robot. And then he grabs the letters PBS with a pair of magnetic robot-like arms, and then he turns into the circular PBS Kids logo with Dash's face on it on a pale spring bud background with dark blue bubbles wobbling and shaking. And then we go right to the DVD menu.
Definitely taken from Arthur Rides the Bandwagon, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, on previous kids airings, I believe.
Yeah. Also, if I tell you this really quick, Essie, while Flick Love 2000 gets the next Arthur DVD, I hope you don't mind me asking this.
Sure.
Did you notice that at the end of the Thomas movie, The Great Race, Sir Tom Mack did say Thomas's full name, but he did not yell it out, thank goodness.
Yeah, I
He
know
said-
that one. I remember watching. Well, I didn't
Okay.
watch The Great Race, but I was told by
Oh.
that.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Well, because I know he says, Thomas the Tank Engine. I was surprised to see you were coming. I only gave here to bring Gordon his valves, sir, but I was too late. And then I asked, then Percy asked if I could race in his place. You mean you were just trying to be you? Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I don't think I've seen that movie before, but I'm
Well,
sure
it's
it's
on-
enjoyable.
Well, the only part I despise in the movie is Andy and Clarabelle lying to Thomas, saying they're not his coaches anymore, even though they literally told him told James at the end of The Adventure Begins they're Thomas's coaches now. Yeah, that was my least favorite part.
Yeah, but I'm sure the movie is enjoyable.
Yeah, it's like Thomas has his jealousy against another engine. This is the first time he does it to a female character, the Great Race.
Yeah,
Well, in The Great Discovery, Thomas the New Engine and Harvey, well, not Harvey to the rescue, he felt sorry for Harvey. It was just Thomas the New Engine, The Great Discovery, he was jealous against two males, but this and Big World Big Adventures are the ones he's jealous against a female character. Well, okay, in another episode with Thomas the Birthday Male, but eventually he became Rosie's friend. Thomas did and Thomas the Birthday Male from season 10.
yeah.
MRKP 2003. I will show you more of them once we get into the releases from January 27th of 2004. Like what we said, for releases January 14th of 2003 and onward, we're getting into releases where Sesame Street and Artford DVD releases were released on the same day, with the Artford ones being shown first. So anyway, this next one is Arthur's Best Friends, released on June 10th of 2003 as well. This one contains DW's Dear Friend and Arthur's Faraway Friend, which are both from Season 2, and Buster's Back, which is the premiere episode of Season 3.
Hello?
I'll have to get that. What were you saying? Sorry, I was just listening to what Flick Love 2000 was saying about the...
No, I wasn't saying nothing. I just accidentally got up something, but it's fine.
Okay.
Sorry about that, my fault.
The episodes
It's okay.
are Dear Friend and Arthur's Faraway Friend, which are both from Season 2, and Buster's Back, which is the premiere Season 3 episode.
And also, one question. Why does Arthur cry in Buster's Back? I mean, I get in Arthur's Faraway Friend, but why would he cry in Buster's Back anyways?
He thinks Buster is not going to come.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
I know this one episode I watched, guys, of Arthur, like when Arthur cried because an earthquake caused his piano keys to fall apart and he cried, just like the twins did. He cried with the twins. What was that episode called? Flick Love 2000?
DW Beats All from Season 9.
Yeah, but it was a fantasy. Yeah, but it was a
I
fantasy.
can imagine what it'd be like if the earthquake destroyed Buster's tuba.
I'll never be like DW. He's like that, honestly.
He would be
Well,
like,
if they...
no tuba, the humanity.
Yeah, I remember watching it. Man, some of the contraptions just get me every time. I haven't watched it in years. DW Beats All. That's the name of the episode, right?
Does DW Beats all have the green background for the season 9 funding, like Buster's
I'm
Green
not
Thumb?
sure if it does or not.
Wait, that's from season 9, right?
Yeah, I grew up with season 9, fun fact.
Okay, see, I grew up with mostly earlier Arthur episodes. Like, I know the sleepover one was my personal favorite because I like the Dragon Tales, the big sleepover episode. This is like the funny one when DW gets scared by this monster. She takes pictures on her camera.
Or what about when Buster gets scared by those aliens in one point? He's like, "You guys are aliens!" in a dress.
Well, that's funny, if I might add.
All right. Now moving on. So anyway, this is what the disc looks like for Artford's Best Friends. And at the beginning of this DVD, it's got the FBI warning, Sony Wonder logo, Random House Home Video logo, DVD menu, and then of course the title sequence with the water splashing at the end on this DVD, and the start of the episode, DW's Dear Friend.
By the way, which ones had the water splashing sound at the end, like the TV broadcasts?
I think DW's Dear Friend might have had that.
Yeah, because when we get to Arthur's First Sleepover, the 2004 DVD, I don't know if there's an error or not, but we'll talk about that.
Anyway.
But, well, I'll tell you what's an error on something else later when we finish this closing to the DVD.
Yeah.
Well, the opening closing,
The
yeah.
DVD of Arthur's Best Friends has the last few seconds of the episode Buster's Back, and then the online local library bumper from 2001 to 2003. Then the end credits, which are from season 2, and then the Kiddio promo, Artford funding credits, the Hucky Cheeses exercises ad, and the Libby's Juicy Juice ad, season 6 to 8 version, and the post-alphabet cereal ad, 26 letters that make the words that let you share your feelings. And then, of course, the Artford funding credits from season 7 to 8 in the Velveeta Cheesy Yellow Pizza Triangle background. And then, of course, the PBS Kids Dash transformation ident and stuff like that. The PBS Kids Dash transformation ident from 2000 is shown on this DVD, just like it is on Arthur's Tasty Treats. It also has the yellow background used on seasons 1 through 4 reruns. Then the DVD menu. All right.
Now,
What error were you
oh.
going to say?
Okay, did you know that there are many errors on the New Friends for Thomas and Other Ventures DVD, guys?
What was
There's
it?
on the front cover, there's 2 funnels of Spencer, because I think like they were photoshopping that promotional. Hold on.
Oh yeah, I remember that error.
Yeah, because for some reason they had to crock it, but I guess they couldn't expand Spencer's model on the DVD. And also the portion of the poster behind Harvey, Murdoch, and Salty it's actually taken from the Thompson's Friends Get Along DVD, but it's flipped the other way. And also on the back cover, there are so many errors on the back cover. There's this one piece of white paper still showing behind the picture of the Emily's New Coaches. And on the blurb, it says, "Don't forget cheerful Tractor Jack," but he's a front loader, not a tractor. Isn't that odd? Because I don't think any of you guys have New Friends for Thomas on DVD, the only release to be narrated by Michael Angelis. May he rest in peace.
Yeah. We're not going to explain the cause of it, because we already know what it is.
Yeah,
So.
well, guys, and more of the errors, they didn't credit Steve Asquith in the copyright information, because, he directed Jack Jumps In and A Friend in Need, while David Minton directed the 4 season 7 episodes, and there are so many errors if you guys have the booklets.
David Minton, R.I.P. as well.
Well,
yeah.
But they didn't also credit Steve Asquith in the description, like in the copyright information. They did not copyright Steve Asquith because he directed Jack Jumps In and A Friend in Need.
He also directed some episodes from the Engine Roll Call era as well.
Yeah, the hit era, as I like to say, 8 through 12. Because I also noticed this too. There are many errors on the booklet too. There are so many I can explain off the top of my head. There's one I can notice off the top of my head. One example is like on the blurb saying for the song 5 New Engines in the Shed, just like the song and Follow the Bouncing Steam Cloud, but there's no bouncing steam cloud. Kind of like on Thomas's Halloween Adventures, they say follow the bouncing steam cloud, but Boo Boo Choo Choo does not have the bouncing steam cloud, but Engine Roll Call does.
Oh yeah. Did you know that beginning with season 6, when they do songs, they don't have the bouncing steam cloud? However, in season 8, when they do music videos or something, they do actually have a funnel with a bouncing steam cloud. I think I kind of like the update they did.
Well, yeah, because they just keep the funnel to make sure the steam cloud follows the lyrics.
Now,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on the shape of the steam cloud in the classic series episodes from like seasons 1 through 5?
Yeah, but I
That
think I like the update that they did in season 8 onwards. I think it's way better than just a bouncy steam cloud, honestly.
Well, if you look at the complete season 6 thumbnail, despite it has models, just they look kind of like season 8. Their models, it still shows the old style Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends logo. Complete season 6 Alec Baldwin HD. They still use the old style Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends logo, despite Thomas is now the Brit Allcraft company changed to Ghislaine. But I think
And it still kept the classic series music playing in there as well.
Well, even though
Song.
in season 7 changed to the standard Thomas and Friends logo. Basically
But-
from season.
But what is weird about it is that most season 7 airings in the US use the engine roll call, while internationally in the UK to keep the older Thomas theme in it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do maybe. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh wait, go say your thing first, Essie. Because I mentioned the error already. One example in the New Friends for Thomas booklet, there's an error on the sing-along song.
Yeah, but to be honest, I think I like the change they did on from season 8 onwards, where they have like the funnel and the bouncing steam cloud. I gotta admit, it's actually pretty nice. But that's just my opinion.
Because I know for a fun fact that on Steamies vs. Diesels, the first season 8 DVD that came out before season 8 broadcasted on PBS, they didn't have lyrics in the sound song. They just did they did it kind of like the season 6 and 7 in a way, because they were just trying to make season 8 be produced at the time. And same thing with the songs A World Around You and Surprises. When they released them on VHS and DVD on It's Great Speed Engine and Tossasaur Celebration, they're the short versions with no lyrics. Kind of like season 6 and 7.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, they're kind of like season 6 and 7 in a way. The short versions of Surprises, the sound song, and A World Around You. But except like in the sound song, the short version, they don't use the bridge chorus towards the end of the song. Because there's no final chorus lyrics, but in It's Great Speed Engine, the song A World Around You and Surprises, they do the final bridge chorus lyrics, I like to say. They do the final chorus with the bridge portion towards the end. Yeah, I know how the song goes if you watch either the longer version or...
Huh? What just happened?
Huh?
Oh,
whoa.
oh,
I didn't
sorry
do
about
anything. I wasn't doing anything. I was explaining the...
Yeah, go on what you were saying, anyways.
Yeah, I like I like the extended versions of the season 8 songs better. But well, I mean, I don't mind any of them being short. The only one I do not like is the Emily song short version.
Yeah, I think I like the longer version the best. And you know what's even more interesting? Season 8 is like the only time where the season 8 songs are like the only time where you like get to see stock footage from season 7 mostly. And there are a few songs that have season 6, like one of them being Gordon, I think it was Ode to Gordon being one of them, and Sounds, right?
Yes, I think Emily's song only uses season 7 and 8 footage because she was introduced in season 7.
And and apparently in one of the season 7 episodes, Free Cheers for Thomas, they actually used stock footage from one of the season 1 episodes.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
I remember. I think. I don't know, honestly.
No, I think it used the stock footage from James the Red Balloon at the beginning. Because usually that's the one where
use stock
season
footage
7 is known as the stock footage season mostly. That's what most people say.
Scene.
Well, I know for a fact that the one at the beginning is from James the Red Balloon, and did you know if you watch the original Mike and Jr. music of Hooray for Thomas, aka Three Cheers for Thomas, with Michael Brandon's narration, but use the original music, you can hear the instrumental of Let's Have a Race when Thomas and Bree are racing.
Yeah, honestly, season 7 wouldn't never been weaker in the first place in the US if they did Mike and Jr.'s music with the US narration.
Yeah,
or it could have been even better if they had Alec Baldwin come back to narrate for season 7.
Yeah, but I don't mind Michael Brandon, honestly. I mean, I know he can be annoying at times, but it's probably more energetic than Alec Baldwin, to be honest. But I don't blame Alec Baldwin.
Well, yeah, because the reasons why is because Flick Love 2000 told me the reasons why Alec Baldwin never returned to be the narrator for season 7 is because he was having a terrible time with his divorce in 2002.
Yeah, I was told by that. I felt really terrible, to be honest.
I mean, I guess they could have just gotten it out of the way in 2000, because I know season 6 was late in 2002, and Alec Baldwin was having a stressful time with his divorce, and yeah,
He was very depressed when he was divorced.
Yeah. I mean, 1999, he sounded really exciting in his narration, but then in 2002 to 2003, his narration sounded depressing. Well, only for the first 6 episodes, he had a little bit of energy, but then the later season 6 episodes, let's just say it was really depressing, even more than I thought.
All right.
well,
Now we're gonna move on.
let's move on to the next release.
The DVD of Arthur's
Yeah.
Baby, released on June 10th, 2003 on DVD. This one contains
Ugh.
episodes Arthur's Baby, DW's Baby, and Arthur Babysits, all of which are from season 1.
I was told Arthur's Baby and DW's Baby showed the green background, just like Arthur's Birthday did.
Because I've actually seen a video of
2007 Program Break?
the
I've
green
seen that
background.
one. And also, I was told that So Long Spanky also had the green one, even though it was cut. And if you're thinking Arthur the Wrecker had the purple one, but it actually shows the green one.
That's okay. Well, because
And you know what, guys? Those episodes kind of reminds me of some Blue's Clues ones. Like, one example is I know, can I tell you guys, I hate the season 6 episode Love Day from Blue's Clues. God, that one part always made me angry. Well, if you're not a big fan of Blue's Clues, that's fine.
well,
I do actually like Blue's Clues. I mean, I remember watching it as a child on Nick Jr.
that Arthur episode, Arthur's Baby, kind of reminds me of the SpongeBob episode Squid Baby from season 9.
Oh, God. That episode, I can't even watch that episode because I don't even care for recent SpongeBob. But yeah, I think like, it kind of reminds me of, I think it was, yeah, this one part in the Blue's Clues episode Love Day. Yeah, the Blue's Clues episode Love Day, that one part when Paprika cried made me so mad. Like when she got so, when she said her dad didn't love her anymore and he loved Cinnamon more, that made me so mad. That's why I can't.
And if you thought things couldn't get worse, I remember when I was 8, I used to watch the season 16 finale, So Funny I Forgot to Laugh. And it was the worst one. Arthur was way too out of character.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And also I think like from the episode, this Blue's Clues episode with Steve, the baby's here, like, you know, and yeah. I can't even, and yeah, I think any of these episodes, I despise Finn's blankie from season 3 of Dragon Tales, you guys. Well, okay, at least Finn was happy to have his blankie back, but yes, he still kept crying, throwing a fit every time they go past these things.
Ugh. If I ever see So Funny I Forgot to Laugh, I would just, avoid it or something. Like, I don't want to watch that one, honestly. I'd just rather watch.
Imagine what it'd be like if they made that episode earlier in the season, like in season 3 or season 4.
With Arthur being out of character?
Yeah.
Yeah. Arthur Goes Crosswire, it wasn't too bad, to be honest. I mean, there's a big difference between out of character and humiliation, okay?
It's interesting.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, Arthur Goes Crosswire, Arthur was being humiliated, okay? Into acting like Muffy, okay? So, Arthur Goes Crosswire is not as bad, okay? But
Well,
if you disagree, I respect your opinion.
I actually seen that the episodes Arthur Goes Crossfire and Sue on the Brain Source ended with the green background and the dash transformation ident. No joke.
Yeah, I know. And the green one does appear at the beginning and at the end, unlike What Scared Sue Ellen.
But yeah,
I forgot
also
to
about
mention that.
and also the DVD you guys you're showing Flick Love 2000 Arthur's Baby also reminds me of Thomas the Babysitter from season 19, which is one of the worst Brenner Air episodes ever.
Yeah, I heard of that one, and I thought that was that one was garbage.
Yeah,
I find it weird that all the other season 19 episodes aired, like most of them, on PBS, but for some reason, at least the next couple of them don't air for some reason. They aired on Nick Jr. in 2018 or something, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think they did.
Yeah.
That's why I probably won't buy that DVD. Probably not. Because probably every time I hear that annoying, what do you call it, I have to skip the episode, I'm probably not going to like all those episodes.
I mean, it was based on the book after all, Arthur's
Here's
Baby.
Here's the disc for Artford's Baby, and at the beginning of this one, it's got the FBI warning, the Sony Wonder logo, which takes a long time for a black screen to fade to the Random House Home Video logo on this DVD. And then it's got the DVD menu, and then, of course, the Artford theme, the boing sound before the glass breaking noises, and the start of the episode.
Oh, yeah.
Baby.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. But anyways, I forgot to mention, this is one of those DVDs in which they have the wrong, like, variation of the end of the Arthur intro. Arthur's First Sleepover being one of them. Like, Arthur's Baby and DW's Baby had the garbage cans clattering, and Arthur's Babysits had the glass breaking noises, but strangely, none of the episodes have that. I think that's probably an error.
And I know Arthur's birthday has the water splashing noises at the end, because I've seen that episode on TV, and it did have the water splashing.
Oh, yeah, what were we saying about the DVD Flick Club 2000? Did you explain how the DVD opens, right?
Yeah, and at the very end, it's got the last few seconds of the episode Artford babysits, and then it goes straight to the end credits from season 1, the first version of the season 1 funding, where it has the extended Cinar logo and the WGBH logo without the word Boston.
This is something you'll probably never see on later PBS Kids airings. Like this version, because later versions would have the season 1 end credits. Oh, sorry.
And then after that, it has the season 1 funding of Arthur with voiceover by Michael Kalos, the original voice of DW from the first 3 seasons. And then after that, it has the KDO promo, the Arthur funding, Chuck E. Cheese's Exercises ad, Libby's Juicy Juice ad, season 6 to 8 version, post-alphabet serial ad, 26 letters that make the words that let you share your feelings, and then the Artford funding credits from season 7 to 8 in the Velveeta cheesy yellow pizza triangle background used on seasons 1 through 4 reruns, just like on Arthur's Tasty Treats and Arthur's Best Friends. And then, like before, the PBS Kids Dash Transformation Identity 2000 and the DVD menu.
Yeah, none of them have the yellow background, I don't think. I'm pretty sure Arthur Babysit shows the green one. I'm expecting that, to be honest. I don't.
All right.
And
Next
also,
up,
before we get to that Flick Club 2000, yeah, can I tell you that we did a fan-made no-hitter? I don't think Essie has ever heard it before. We did a fan-made
I did,
no-hitter.
actually.
Well, me and Flick Club 2000 did like this if Max did this to Zach and Wheezy and Cassie without doing it to Ketzel. Mind if we do it, Flick Club 2000, really quick?
Sure.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Just once.
Okay, well, I don't think Essie's ever heard it before.
Boo-boo alert! Boo-boo alert!
Wait, stop. Wait, just start. Ah! Did you... Hold on, I think your thing is...
Ow! Ow! Boo-boo alert! Boo-boo alert! You bit me! Ah!
Are you alright, Zaki?
No, I am not alright. I am really hurt. I was trying to catch the ball, but Max interrupted my ball catch, and then he bit me.
Alright, Max. We had this conversation before, Nino. I thought I could trust you to never do this again. And if you do this one more time, Nino, I'm gonna have to really kick you out of the game for real. Fine, Ketzel. And then if he doesn't do it, he doesn't learn from it. He does it a final time, and he pushes Cassie. He pushes her. What would he? Watch it, Cass. Watch it, Cass. Watch it, Cassie.
Ow!
Are you alright, Cassie?
I have to go see Dr. Boo Boo Bun. It really hurts. My head.
Alright, I will tell Maxito he's kicked out of the game. He did not listen to me. Maxito, I am so disappointed and frustrated with you, Nino. And now, Nino, you're officially kicked out of the Dragon Ball game. Fine, I'm going home then. Goodbye, everyone. I wish to use this.
Me and Ord. You
God.
deserve to stay home, Max. After you hit me and Ord, I will talk to you later when we're home.
But how can they do it separately? Like, we know Max does it by himself to go back home, but then he feels bad and he wants to go back and try again. And then he just, but I wish I could just try again and just make up. I'm going to do that right now. I wish with all my heart to fly with dragons in a land apart.
And then Emmy is like, Max, what are you doing back here?
I wanted to say I'm sorry for what I did. I thought I didn't want to do this ever again, and I want to make up for what I did.
Well,
Can't I just...
Well, sure, but if this happens again, I'm calling your mother to take you back home from Dragonland getting grounded.
Yes, without doing a fan-made... Max and Emmy's mom and dad say that Max is grounded. He says he apologizes, he wants to try one more chance.
And then Emmy says that if it happens again, that she'll call the mom and dad to take Max away from Dragonland back home and grounded if it happens again.
But their parents don't heard of such a thing as Dragonland. They don't know. They say no such thing as that place existed. They've never been to it.
Oh wait, is this made up? Oh.
Yes, it's made up no-hitter. Like, you know, when Max...
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, but we did it differently, like how he would fight Zack and Wheezy, but only Zack cries because he's more prone to boo-boos, but Wheezy screams out for Quetzal, and then he pushes Cassie into the mud, and she cries, and then Max says he's going to go home, and it's kind of like Tails, you lose in a way, but then they do the Dragonland rhyme, but Max does not do it for real. But then he thinks he's going to try and hit someone again, but then then Quetzal told him, Max, what did I just tell you, Nino? And then he doesn't use the fist and hits someone again.
Yeah.
All right,
and
I want to
you
hear
think of the idea of what if there was an episode that came out before this one, where this time Emmy and Max's parents do go to Dragonland and we actually get to see their faces, unlike the first 3 seasons.
Well, that would be way too impossible, because I don't even know what they would look like. And I know for a fun fact, the dragons, their parents are kind of seen, but only their bodies are seen because they're bigger dragons. That's what I know for a fact, because some of the adult dragons, they're kind of tall, because I mean, you can hear their voices, yes, but they can see part of their body.
Maybe they're invisible parents.
No, I actually know in just the two of us, / Cowboy Max, in just the two of us, Zack and Wheezy's parents are seen partially body, but you can't see their face.
What I mean is by Emmy and Max's parents being invisible.
Well, true, yes, I know they're invisible, but that you can hear their voices due to Eli Kabe voicing their dad and Kathleen Barr voicing their mom.
And yeah, remember when Ord has turned invisible when he's scared, and Cassie shrinks when she's scared. But
yeah,
we were thinking of maybe Zack and Wheezy's scales coming off whenever they're scared, just like in musical Scales in future episodes when they're scared. And in season 4, their scales would come off even when they start crying.
Oh my god. And also, yes, we should show Essie we did a different version of Bully for You. Instead of Spike picking on Cassie, first he makes fun of Ord, Spike. And you know how, yes, Danny McKicken is the voice of Spike. We should do that for Club of 2000. Show Essie a different version of Bully for You, but Spike does it to Ord.
Hey, Blue Fat Dragon, get over here.
What do you want, Spike? That's not nice.
You need to lose weight, Spike.
No, it's you need to lose weight, or well,
You
whatever.
You need to lose weight, Ord.
Spike, that's not nice. I don't care how much I weigh. I'm very strong than any of you dragons put together.
Ha ha ha! Maybe you may be strong on the outside, but in the inside, you're nothing but weak and pathetic.
That is so unfair. You don't talk to me like that, Spike. And then he does it to Spike does it to Zack and Wheezy next.
And as for you, Zack and Wheezy, I wish you two were separated for good. You with two heads are nothing but a weirdo.
But that is not fair, Spike. Me and Wheezy were born this way. Because we explained it before. We were born two heads instead of one. That's why we have two heads. Yeah, that is not how you treat my little brother, Spike. Even if I am as
It's not fair how you treat me because you think I have to lose weight.
And then, yes, he does it to one of the kids first. After teasing Zack.
You, Max, you need to stop playing with baby toys. What do you think you are, a 3-year-old baby?
What? That is so unfair. I've been playing with these toys since I was a baby.
Emmy severely.
Are you? Well, first, before that happens, are you all right, Max?
No, Spike picked on me, saying that I have to stop playing with baby toys.
Spike, that's not.
Emmy severely scolds Spike about it. What do you want her to say?
I think she would say, "That is not nice, Spike, to pick on my little brother Max."
Yeah, you hurt my feelings, Spike. I'm never gonna play with you again after what you did.
And then Quetzal would say, "All right, that is enough, niños. What seems to be the commotion here?"
Spike has bullied us. What are we going to do?
First, he made fun of me for saying I needed to lose weight.
And then he made fun of me, saying that we shouldn't deserve to have two heads.
And then he made fun of me, saying I need to stop playing with baby toys.
Spike, that is the last straw. I agree with what Max says. Until you learn to stop bullying, we are not playing with you anymore.
And then, well, first, Quetzal would say, "Spike, I'm so ashamed of you, Nino. You have not treated these kids very nicely. And if this happens one more time, I'm going to have to expel you from the school in the sky. Do you understand, Nino?" And then Spike says, "Fine, Quetzal, whatever."
And I don't want to watch your whatever attitude too.
I do not accept that attitude in my class either. And then the final straw is when he didn't learn from his mistake and he picks on Cassie
again, like he did before. Hey, you! You remember I picked on you before? Well, guess what? Here I am again.
But Spike, I'm not. Stop doing this to me. You're gonna make me even more uncomfortable, like you did to me before.
That's what bullies are supposed to do. Make you feel uncomfortable. I'm gonna take your sugar plums again.
No, you're not taking my sugar plums. Because you didn't even look, that was my basket. Or what about when Ord realizes what happened to his cupcake? Hey, where did my Dragonberry cupcake go?
I ate your cupcake. Ord is never gonna eat cupcake now.
Because he needs to stop getting so fat. Ha 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 ha. Spike, now you know that was my cupcake. Do you know how long it takes to make those things? It takes a lot of Dragonberries and sugar and flour to make the most gigantic cupcake I love so much in the whole entire world.
Hey, Spike, look what you did! You now destroyed my music collection!
Alright, niños. Is there seem to be another problem here?
Yes, first, Spike has eaten my Dragonberry cupcake, and then he destroyed Zack and Wheezy's music collection.
And he stepped on... Wait, would Max say Spike stepped on one of his toys? And then Spike stepped on one of my toys and broke it!
Well, let's say,
Yeah?
that Spike broke Max's keyboard from the Bad Share Day episode.
Yeah. And then he smashed me and Emmy's keyboard from once she wouldn't let me share with it, but now
And
I
then
can't fight
Emmy,
with her ever
and then
again!
Emmy gets the sternest out of all of the characters.
Yeah. And then, of
she
course,
was
and Cassie explains, and he took my... What would think that Spike took from Cassie, but he still take the sugar plums from her?
yeah.
And then he took my sugar plums without asking me!
And then Emmy severely scolds Spike again.
Spike! You... Look what you did to all my friends and my little brother, me and my little brother's things.
And you better not do this to me, Nino. Otherwise, I am not going to play with you in Dragonland. That's Enrique's voice.
Oh, yes, you know if they did make a different version, but yes, add Enrique. Because, but the only thing okay is that all three dragons were in the episode, the original version of Bully for You, but Enrique is in the different version. Wait, how could Spike pick on Enrique? That's maybe we could see Enrique really cry.
Actually, why not have Enrique get really angry, just like when...
Like in the big race, yeah. You know how in the big race he loses?
Except this time he's actually even more angry, kind of like how angry Emmy was in the episode Get Off of My Cloud.
Yeah. Kind of like how you shouldn't have done that. How could be a good impression he did for Spike? Because, he speaks Spanish because he's from Colombia, Enrique. What would he say to Spike after he... What would the thing Spike did to Enrique, but it made him so mad?
What do you want, Enrique? Or should I say, Instinque?
That's not a very nice thing. Okay, I see. Well, yeah. Look at the 2000. What were you saying? And it's just saying.
I was saying, what should we do? What are you gonna do now, Enrique? Or should I say, Instinque?
Instinque? You should not say that to a person who is from a different part of the world. I came from Colombia, and we do not treat our Colombian. You should treat your Colombians with more respect, and that is not how you treat a Colombian. Isn't he a Colombian guy, Enrique?
Yes.
That is not how you treat a Colombian. That is very unkind, and it makes me kind of mad. That makes me upset.
Just like how it makes me sad when you told me to stop playing with baby toys. You know what, Spike? That is the last straw. Me, Max, and Enrique are not playing with you anymore unless you change your attitude of yours.
And then Spike goes, guys, calm down. I know I do. And then, oh, Quetzal, I didn't know I didn't see when I was walking away from when they were telling. Oh no, Spike, I am so frustrated with you, Nino, for what you did to all your friends. You will have to be expelled from the school in the sky till next year. Till this attitude.
We are going to have a Dragonland meeting after school that you must attend because this is very important, Spike.
Yeah, Yes, it surely is. Yeah, it serves you right. And then Spike goes, I never get to have fun with these kids. It's all their fault.
No, it's all your fault, Spike.
That is right, Spike. Wait outside for me by the school, and I will talk severely to you. That's like how, yes, at the end of Shining Time Station, Bully for Mr. Conductor, J.B. King tells his nephew Buster to wait outside for him and he'll have a serious talk with him. Like, I'll say it again. Now go back to the school and wait there for me. Wow. And you'll have to have a serious talk and we'll have a serious meeting with you. Understand, Spike? Spike, that's all. We could see Spike kind of cry, but it's just that he's just upset.
Well, actually, he kind of cries and then growls and says, I hate this.
Wait there, please, by the school now, Spike. Thank you, Niños. Thank you for telling me everything. It's good to always tell someone if someone's bullying you. Tell someone grown up like me, and I will situate out the problem.
And then a few minutes later, the bell rings, and then Emmy says, "Come on, Max. Come on, Spike. We are having a meeting right now. It's very important."
And like this meeting held everyone. Well, this just includes the students because I know, God, what if they put Kiki and Finn and that just causes more trouble? But luckily they're not going to be included. Hopefully not.
They are not.
It's just good. Just the kids, Emmy, Max, and Enrique, and the three dragons. Or if they have the other dragons, they don't even know their names.
Or why not have Kiki and Finn appear after Spike leaves the area, so that way he never picks on them. Or
yeah. All right, Spike. This meeting has been obsession.
I would like to speak first, T, about this. You have upset me more than anybody else. You know why?
Cole, because you kept telling me to lose weight. Who would like to go next? And all the other things, even when I'm kind of scared. And who would go next to speak to Spike severely in the meeting, saying he's now going to be kicked out of the school?
Emmy, Max, and Enrique.
Spike, for what you did for treating me saying to stop playing with baby toys was very wrong. Anyone can play with these toys, even if you're a baby or not.
See? And Max is not the only one that likes to play with them. I like to play with them too, even though I'm 6 years old.
Well, in reality, I think they go up one age every season. The kids, or are they just the same age, depending on, even though they changed art style in 3 seasons?
They are the same age.
Yeah, and that's what I say too, and since I'm the same age as Emmy, Spike, I still play with I still do other things besides play with baby toys. I even read books too, which is something you should do too, to serve you right, to help you get smarter and not be as mean as a dragon.
And what if this would be one of the rare times where there's a Dragonland homework assignment for Spike that he has to do?
Oh my god, kind of like how, Ord had to count numbers in Spanish for his schoolwork. In Play It and Say It.
Mm-hmm.
Well, before we get to that, of course, who would speak after the 3 kids? Zach and Wheezy or Cassie?
Zach and Wheezy are next.
Yeah, Spike. It's our turn to tell you why you need to be served as a. We'll tell you what's going to happen once Quetzal sees this thing last. What you did to me and Wheezy was totally wrong. We have lots of other members in our family who are born too.
That's right. That's right. You made Zachy cry because of this.
And because of that, Spike, we will never be your friend ever again, even if you need to disrespect to a dragon who has 2 heads. It doesn't matter if we have...
You're never gonna play with me again because you took my sugar plums not once, but twice without permission.
And you never take a look at whose basket is whose. And you never, ever take my stuff without saying it's okay, Spike.
That's right! What, like when you stole my Dragonberry cupcake? The rules that apply to Cassie apply to me as well. Never, ever take anything unless I say so that you can. It makes me very angry, Spike.
Well, even if you say making fun of my weight makes me cry, but taking my stuff makes me mad. And you should always know to say please and thank you, Spike. Because without saying...
And as your assignment, you need to apologize to everyone in Dragonland for all the horrible things you've done, Spike.
Like, he had to write all this on paper? Kind of like at the end of the finale of season 1 of iCarly, I Have a Lovesick Teacher, they were going to write a gazillion words why men are dirty and blah, blah, blah. But then the CA come in saying that their teacher's placed under arrest because she downloaded songs from the internet on this Paris device, whatever you call it. Like, this one, Spike has to write like 1,000 words on paper to say sorry for all the mean things he's done. Would that be the punishment assignment? Like, write over 1,000 words on to say, I'm so sorry for treating you guys poorly.
All right,
what do you think?
Spike, I have come up with your homework assignment as your punishment.
You will write over thousands of words to say sorry for treating all my kids in the school in the sky
by tomorrow or else.
But basically, like, I think like tomorrow by the end of the school day, depending on the school period. But I think it's just an ordinary school. It must be
due
by tomorrow by the end of the school day, or else dire consequences will happen.
Like you are banned from going to my house to play games if you keep this up.
And if you you can never be as annoying as Wheezy, Spike. And you will treat me and my other over 70 brothers and sisters with respect and ask and use nice manners.
And you should treat me, Enrique, and my little sister Emmy with respect too.
Yeah, and of course, like the final one, Zach and Wheezy say, and you should learn to when it's a good time to be on my side for quiet, even though I'm the quietest. And Wheezy can be annoying sometimes, but if you cannot learn to do any of these sides, you cannot even pick to be either on one of our sides, Spike.
In fact, I think you might be even worse than Wheezy is.
And of course, Spike said, fine, I'll do this assignment. And I promise, I bowed to all my heart. I bowed to this time. I will do this assignment as you desire. And maybe I will be a bit nicer from now on.
This is the worst day of my life, and I'm going home.
Or don't go home. The school day isn't even over yet.
That's what I mean. I'm going straight home after the school day is done. I don't appreciate Spike picking on me.
Well, of course, well, he still says he was speaking severely in the meeting, but he still goes home? Like, he still goes home crying because he still had the worst day at school?
Well, yeah, because he was picked on during recess time.
Well, of course, Zack and Wheezy would do the same thing, too. All three dragons would go straight back home to their houses after having the worst day at school.
Mm-hmm.
I
know
they
how you feel, Ord. Let's just hope it never, ever happens again.
Yeah, we should just be pleased that Spike will never come near this school again until he finishes that homework we gave him to please write so many apologies for picking on us.
And what if Fernando was Ketzel's brother was the principal of the school in the sky?
Yes, like, like principals and teachers are there to help out if you're getting bullied.
All right. I am glad you've written the assignment, but because of your recent actions, I'm afraid you'll have to be permanently expelled from the school, despite the fact that you did a really good job at writing the essay. You have done more bad things than good.
That's Fernando's impressions of him if he was the principal of the school in the sky, saying,
yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm not good at doing Fernando's impressions, excuse me. Well, I know the parts like, well, they look the same, but they just have different accents. Of course, yes, Fernando would say, he's expelled, yes.
Phew, at least Spike has gotten expelled. What were we gonna do if Spike wasn't expelled?
Well, I don't know about that, Ord. Since he won't be able to come back till maybe they won't even allow him if he does make that attitude. He's gonna have to.
Well, I'm sorry, but you are never allowed to go back to the school in the sky again after all your recent bad actions over the last 3 months.
And he would have to learn to just do school at home. And yes, they had a computer, yes. You'll have to do school online, Spike, to show, and don't do any mean stuff on the computer. Understand?
Yeah.
Because if you did something like that, if you were making a video like that, your account would get terminated.
But at least in that we know Spike is gone.
Yeah.
Those are 2 scenes where
Dragon Tales parody of YouTube called Dragon Tube.
Dragon 2. Well, it'd be interesting, yeah.
Yeah, and also, I was thinking of a season 4 episode where this time it's a reverse of Do Not Pass Melon, where Emmy accidentally breaks something of Max's.
Yeah.
But instead of Max getting angry like Emmy got angry, Max would actually burst into tears because he's younger.
And then, yes, Max warns Emmy not to play with this toy. What would be the toy that Emmy broke but made Max cry? Do you know?
A whoopee cushion.
Whoopee cushion? Okay. Emmy, whatever you do, don't play with my whoopee cushion, okay? It's very special, and if anyone uses it, who knows what might happen. I'll try not to, Max.
Oh,
But then Emmy...
It's just so hard. I know Max said it can't, but it's just so fun.
Oh, yeah, that's what Emmy would say. But then she breaks it. How would a whoopee cushion, burst?
It would be like, it would just pop. It would not make the flatulence noise.
What was that noise, Emmy? What was that? What was that noise? What was that noise? Oh, not my whoopee cushion! Max. I just couldn't help it. But they're just so fun to play with, and I didn't realize I didn't watch what I was doing. I just couldn't help it.
And then Max begins to cry and is like, "Oh, Emmy, what are we going to do?"
Oh, no. Max seems to be very upset. I know where we can go to get this thing fixed.
What if
And of course,
appear in that episode, unlike the original?
Yes. Well, I mean, they try to go to Quetzal in the original Do Not Pass Gnome, but they had to play Simon Says on the original version. And of course, like, when they get to Dragonland, they have to find a way to get to Quetzal. Well, who would be the other one to try to fix it? But you know how Orr tried to fix it? Emmy's yo-yo in the original, but what if Cassie tries to fix the whoopee cushion, or Zack and Wheezy? Because, you know, Wheezy likes to have fun.
We could have a Cassie fix it first, and then Zack and Wheezy try to fix it, and he's like, and then Wheezy is like, "Oh no!"
I just love whoopee cushions. They're so
well.
silly.
I don't like them. They're too silly. Wheezy.
Well, I think I could find a way, but just I can't stand whoopee cushions. They're just so inflatable. Well, I can try to fix it myself, Max.
Ugh.
So I can't fix something like...
What seems to be the problem, Max? Why are you crying?
Well, Emmy made my whoopee cushion pop. But I know she just couldn't help it, but try not to play with it. Oh, I know how you feel, buddy. I know how I feel. I know when you broke my dragon statue, I did the same thing. I know, Max. We can take the thing to Quetzal. Maybe he can fix it. But yes, we don't get to see Simon again.
And then Enrique doesn't appear until a scene in the school in the sky. Because
how would that...
Apparently, because at the beginning, Emmy and Max realized that Enrique has already gone to Dragonland by mistake without them.
Oh. Wait, how is that possible? Because, you know, Enrique's supposed to be with them when they do the Dragonland rhyme in Season 3.
Well, maybe Enrique knew the secret of getting to Dragonland before the others came.
Well, anyways, yeah, they have to find a way to get to the school in the sky, and Quetzal seems... Hola, niños! Maxi?
Quetzal!
¿Qué pasa, Max? What seems to be the matter, niño?
My whoopee cushion is broken!
It popped! All because of Emmy! Emmy?
Sorry, Max.
Well, what if Emmy didn't get held off by Quetzal, but I think I might have an idea. Well, this had to go longer because, you know, on the episode Do Not Pass Gnome, the original, they had to play Simon Says every time, but the episode had to go on for 12 more minutes. You know how the original version can go first, but the sequel goes second in Season 4?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Maxito. Enrique was here before you guys came, for some reason. I would have came to see all you come all together.
Well, sorry I came early. It's just that I had an important meeting in Dragonland to attend, and I couldn't, and
they couldn't be late.
It's not easy. We're expecting on me to be here before Emmy and Max came.
Well, I know Enrique came because it was very important. I know now that you two have came because you're in a serious sticky situation.
While you will try to fix the problem, and Emmy and Max, I will go have the meeting right now. And this meeting is very private.
Which means you can't come near us because it means only me and Zach. Wait, who would be in the meeting because Enrique had to attend it?
Zach and Wheezy. Cause
Just Zach. Okay. Well, now what are we gonna do? Enrique has to be in this meeting with Zach and Wheezy? Oh, I don't know, Max.
I don't.
Do you want?
Emmy, I know how you feel when you broke, when you accidentally broke Max's whoopee cushion. I just couldn't help myself.
Well, now what are we gonna do? My whoopee cushion is now just pop forever.
Don't cry, Max. You're gonna make me cry.
Like the time you hit me on purpose. Like, we could have an additional one where they think they're gonna make Emmy cry again, like, but this is the only time Emmy cries is in No Hitter.
And this would be the only time where Emmy and Max are both crying together.
Like, Max, don't cry. You're gonna make me cry.
I can't help it.
Oh, Max, I don't know what to do, buddy. Now that Quetzal is now in this meeting.
I don't know what to do with you either.
Well, Max, you know the time, I remember about one time, I think I might have broke something of my mom's or dad's before, because I didn't listen to them. Well, what was it you broke of your mom and dad's, but you told the truth?
And Max, I remember when you broke something special of mine, my yo-yo once. I know how you feel. It's just like how I felt when you broke my yo-yo.
And oh, and you know something else funny? Yeah, that's a different version if we made a different version of Do Not Pass Gnome. And what if there was a sequel to the episode we called? Well, we already made ones for like Zach's what do you call it birthday, like Forza and Happy.
What about a sequel to the episode A Cool School?
But this time it's Emmy's point, or would it be Enrique's?
Enrique.
Well, I don't know, because that would be another one we have Enrique lose his temper, but he just can't do any of those things.
He wouldn't lose his temper. He would just be downright scared. He wouldn't lose his temper.
Unlike Max, he was so pissed in the original.
Yeah. Emmy, Max, what is it you want to tell me?
What would be the title be called if the original was called just A Cool School? Another cool school?
What it would be called?
Another cool school? Or
it
just
would
be
called Schoolophobia.
Schoolophobia? But it would be the B portion, but A Cool School would still go first?
Yeah.
Oh.
Max, Emmy, what were you trying to tell me? Please, don't make me go to school. I have schoolophobia.
What do you mean by that, Enrique? Max never had that.
Go to school.
Like when Max tells, I think he's scared of going to. I think he's scared of going to a different school, Emmy. But we know where we can take you to help you not feel less scared, Enrique. Kind of like I helped Max with that before. Yeah, that helped me feel even less scared and more annoyed.
And what if in that episode, it's Zach and Wheezy, it's Zach and Wheezy playing with Enrique, unlike in the original where Ord was playing in Max, and this time it's Ord accidentally knocking something down instead of Zack and Wheezy.
Well, what did we beat towards the end? Because you know how in the original it was orange paint that caused it to throw over the jewels and other things? All those toy jewel blocks, maybe call them. What if something like, I don't know, maybe green fell on the blocks?
What about slime?
Slime? Oh my god, that'd be so gross. We could see another kid show with slime, kind of like Nicktoons is known for doing slime. Oh no!
Oh
No, there's slime all over the blocks! I can't even tell them apart!
What am I gonna do? What am I going to do?
Well, we just have to figure out a way, Ord. Kind of like when Ketzel told me before, if I'm stuck, to not give up, just try something new. And I'm going to tell this. That's what Enrique needs to learn too.
You think so?
Sure. We just have to tell which one is the right size and shape. And then we'll organize them by shape.
About the drama in Zack and Wheezy's part in A Cool School compared to Ord's part.
Kind of a little bit more, kind of a bit more dramatic, if you ask me, because of the green slime. But in the orange paint, they freak out, saying they can't even tell them apart. In the original, but in this new one, yes, Ord would get a little bit more dramatic,
and he would actually burst into tears because he's wondering what is he gonna do.
Yeah, and of course, like Enrique would say, well, if I just try this a new way, we can sort out these blocks and get these things situated out in the right chests. And who would be the one to scream out? What if they all screamed out Wheezy instead of like how Max, Cassie, and Ord and Wheezy screamed out Zack in the original version? And then they say,
"Uh-oh, I think I missed a spot, Saki."
Wait, they did it to Wheezy in this one? Yeah, if they did it to Cassie, that'd be way too harsh. And then Cassie would giggle, just kidding. Or this would be to Wheezy, right?
Yeah, and he's like, Wheezy! No!
Wheezy! Wheezy!
No! Not again!
Just kidding.
I think we could have Wheezy. We could have Wheezy do something that causes Ord to get slime stuck in the blocks by mistake.
Well, know how like they would argue, like how Zack and Wheezy were arguing, saying they missed a spot in that block, but then they knock over the paint.
Miss a spot, Wheezy. Come on, we gotta clean up.
But Zacky, I think I did.
Oh no! No! My blocks! They're covered with green slime! What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?
I'll say it again. Ord, buddy, don't worry. I just have to learn something new. That's what Ketzel told me before when I was scared of going to school for the first time. If I'm stuck, don't give up. Just try something a new way. That's what you learned, Max. That's what I'm going to try out too.
What? Yeah.
Okay. And also, mind if I tell this? You don't mind if I tell this from a Thomas episode? I may have to stay for a few more minutes. Well, might as well just say this. Also, I didn't notice this till late. Well, for now, do you know how the episode Percy's New Whistle? I don't know how. There's an alternate scene. They say these things never happened in the episode. Percy blew his whistle at Elizabeth, who was delivering food for the ducks, but Elizabeth is not in Percy's New Whistle. The only friends he blew his whistle to startle them were Arian, Bert, Thomas, Bertie, and Trevor.
I can imagine what it would be like if he scared Gordon by it.
Oh, he would get
Gordon to come off the rails.
And he would derail. Wait, what would happen? Like first, like when Gordon's trying to back up to the coaches, and he startled, and he derailed because he startled at Percy's whistle. He goes,
Oh,
he
indignity! Help! Somebody, please!
You nearly caused an accident, Percy. Now look what you did to me. I shall have to tell Sir Topham Hatt.
Gordon, you've had a bad accident. You must go to the works. You will not be allowed to pull the express until you're all better. And as for you, Percy, you have caused confusion and delay.
There was not a time before the episode Henry and the Wishing Tree he did not. Well, of course, I think Sir Tom Hatt does say confusion and delay in the classic series, but I just say seasons 1 through 7 are the classic series in its own way. So I think the first ever time he says you've caused confusion and delay is Henry and the Wishing Tree from season 8, because I count seasons 1 through 7 as the classic series in a way.
How did
But,
you
well,
idea of it being the only time saying you have caused confusion and delay to Percy?
well, in Percy's Big Mistake, he said he has caused confusion. He asked Gordon, "Where's Percy?" He has caused confusion and delay.
Yeah.
Well, when he scolds
Percy, for your punishment, you will not be able to take the mail. Instead, you will be doing some work with Henry and James.
well, James and Henry are in the episode, but they don't speak. If they made a delete alternate scene, but of course, like, also a fun fact, like, some versions of James Gets a New Coat, the Troublesome Truck's laugh is muted.
That's weird.
If you have the DVD The Greatest Stories on James Gets a New Coat, the truck's laugh is muted out.
I don't have.
Yeah, I know you can't get it off. I know you probably don't order stuff off eBay like I do.
Sometimes I do.
Okay, well, you can find a copy of The Greatest Stories on eBay.
Hi.
Oh, AJ, hey.
Yeah.
We were just doing some... How's it going? Good?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm planning to make the third episode of Wonder Red's World titled Toy Story, and I need someone to make the footage.
I can't do something like that.
Unfortunately, I won't be able to do it till next week because I have gotten a new computer. The old one.
Yeah, I won't make the intro to the episode until next week. Looks like I'm gonna have to wait next week to make the intro.
What if there was like another episode where? What if there was a sequel to the episode of Equivalent Siblings with the Juggle Bug, but it doesn't have anything to do with arguing?
Well, that'd be kind of interesting because, well, of course, Wheezy does accidentally scare the Juggle Bug, but and what she does say sorry.
What if
it's not
a sequel to it where this time Ord is afraid of a Juggle Bug?
Get that Juggle Bug away from me!
Ord, no! You know how rare those are to find?
I'm
no!
afraid of them!
Well, they're very performing bugs who like to do tricks, and you scared one of them away, just like when Wheezy did to me before.
I didn't mean to, but I was afraid of Juggle Bugs.
Well, now what are we gonna do? We need to find that Juggle Bug because it's.
But if we find the Juggle Bug, we'll go into this scary cave.
But it's only for the good or the better. We need to get it before. Wait, what would it be a different version? But except they didn't have to show it to school. A Juggle Bug where they just go in the cave.
Yeah.
Come on, Juggle Bug. Please don't crawl on me.
Yeah. Oh, and also, yeah, can I tell you, I did not like the part in the Thomas episode saving Edward when Thomas made up a stupid excuse to Sir John Matt saying that Edward took on the wrong sort of coal. God, as a kid, God, it just bored me to death. But now I found it funny because, he thinks Edward took on the wrong sort of coal, but he could have just told Sir Tom Hat, instead of saying Edward took on the wrong sort of coal, he could have said, Sir, Edward couldn't do it. He wasn't feeling well. And he could have just said, oh, I'm so sorry that Edward couldn't work today. Well, thank you, Thomas, for telling me the truth. Unlike last time, you made up a stupid excuse, or dumb excuse.
Oh, what about a silly excuse instead of dumb or stupid?
Well, a silly excuse. Well, I mean, I don't mind saying those words, but yeah, instead of making up a silly excuse,
I would say it's a silly excuse.
Well, yeah. Well, no, he doesn't say. They don't say the words in that episode of the Sprout airing of saving Edward. There was not a time where they had to cut out any of those lines. Any of the lines, all the lines were exactly the same. Where Michael Brandon's, well, of course, Michael Brandon still does that silly thing. Thomas had to make. He had to think of an excuse, but he could have just said, "Edward couldn't do it, sir. He wasn't feeling well."
What if it was a? What if there was a What if later on in season 4, another girl was introduced, but from the UK?
What would it be called? Because I know we said if we made a reboot of Dragon Tales, the Mexican girl would be called Stacy.
And the older one would be Benjamin, you said?
Yeah, the oldest boy is Benjamin, but the two girls are Alicia and Stacy. But Stacy could be the same age as Ben. Both of them are 6 years old, and Alicia's 4.
Yeah, and well, what I'm saying is for season 4 of the original Dragon Tales, what if they introduced another girl in the show, kind of like when they introduced another boy in the show in season 3, and this time it's a girl from the UK?
And they could say that this one's called To Fly with Another New Friend, Part 1.
And this would be...
What would the girl's name be called?
I would say, why not have the girl's name be called Ashley?
Ashley, that's a good name. I love that name.
And what if there was what if there was a season 4 episode called Boys versus Girls, where it's Max and Enrique versus Emmy and Ashley?
Well, that'd be interesting. Well, of course, like we call this one To Fly with Another New Friend Part 1. That's, well, of course, with Max playing with his horses, but what if he did a vroom, vroom? I thought Ashley was coming over to play Emmy and Enrique. She is, Max. Isn't it fun having yet another new friend living next door besides Enrique? Yeah.
Hello, chip, 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 hip, hip, cheerio.
Hiya, Ashley.
Oh, hello, Emmy.
How's everything
go to Dragonland?
Well, before they have to introduce her to Dragonland. Oh, and which dragon would she fly on, Ashley? Because Enrique has to do Zack and Wheezy. Or what if we have two girls on casting? That'd be awesome.
Or something. Or maybe.
Or you know how Max and Emmy had to ride on both Zack and Wheezy and Quibbling Siblings when it's just the three of them? What if they had both Ashley and Emmy on Cassie? Ashley, Cassie, that almost rhymes.
Or we could have Enrique and Ashley on Zack and Wheezy, with Enrique riding on Zack and Ashley on Wheezy.
Oh, yes, that'd be kind of cool, yes. Because then we have 4 kids on technically 3.5 dragons, but one's a 2-headed dragon. Of course, like, so, and then Ashley would say, how do you get to Dragonland? Well, it's easy, Ashley. We showed Enrique, me and Max showed Enrique how to do it before.
Just get the magic dragon sail and say the following words.
Follow the magic.
I wish.
Wait. Before she says that, she actually says it wrong. I wish with all I've got with my heart.
Heart to fly with dragons in a land apart. That would be Ashley's accent.
Oh, it's a whoa.
Whoa, that is so cool! Emmy and Max, how on earth are we going to Dragonland?
Well, I don't know, Ashley. Kenta, that would be Kapasa, Ashley. Max, Emmy, Enrique! It's a
Ashley!
Wait. Ah! Dragons! Dragons! Run, guys! A talking dragon!
Are you all right, Ashley? We're not scary. We're just friendly dragons is all.
We're very nice, and we're always helpful to our kids. I never seen a kid who has a UK accent before. Me neither. Hello, I'm Wheezy. And I'm Zach. You have a cool London accent there, kid.
Oh, very cool. We never had one in Dragonland before.
Well, it's another story, or kind of like how you guys used to meet Enrique. I never met a kid with a British accent before. Well, it's nice to meet someone who speaks with a British accent. You know me, Zach. I'm most of the thinker, and my sister Wheezy, she can be funny sometimes. Oh, Zachy!
And I am the strongest dragon in the world and can lift anything.
Very heavy stuff indeed. But I am a little.
Whoa! I think I might have carried a little too much.
Oh, I think I'm funny. And then Ashley would say, "How do we?" Come on, Ashley. You can ride on my side while Enrique rides on Zachy's side.
Great idea.
Wheeze, you think it a good idea since Max and Emmy did it with us on one time before. And it was easy. Despite we were on a rough adventure. Oh, Zachy, you know it was easy when it was just me and you and Max and Emmy before. And it's going to be the same thing when Ashley rides on my side.
Now,
and of course, Quetzal, hola, niños, another new kid visiting Dragonland.
Hello, I'm Ashley.
Ashley? What the cool name. I'm Quetzal. You probably know me because I'm the one in charge of this place called the School in the Sky.
Quetzal, you won't believe this. This is the first time we had someone travel from London to Dragonland.
Oh, see. Even though I speak Spanish, you kind of speak English too. What's your name? And you must be Alicia. We've been calling for you, Nino. You might know me as the School in the Sky teacher, and I do other things too. Well, if you knew Spanish as much as I do, but you have a nice London accent, Ashley.
¿Cómo estás?
See, that's what I knew when I spoke Spanish when I came from Mexico, the same place that Max and Emmy's grandmother came from. You've just came in time for your first Dragonland adventure, Ashley, kind of like we did with Enrique. What would be the animal this time? Because like they took the fish chips in a bowl, or would it be a different kind of fish creature, or it'd be a different kind of dog or any kind of Dragonland animal pet?
Oh, it would be the first time in season 4 where this would be one of the first times in season 4 where Caterpoozle appears.
You must take this Caterpoozle that is painted in special colors to a special place in the Dragonland Museum.
Who's the beautiful blue caterpillar?
A blue one would be cool. And of course, yes. How about we do a few more and I'm gonna leave? How about we do a few more lines of dialogue and I'm gonna leave?
Yeah. But
Sure is peachy keen having yet another new friend in Dragonland, Ashley.
yeah. What if we made another episode called Boys versus Girls, where it's Emmy and Ashley versus Max and Enrique?
Well, that'd be interesting.
Where
Well, how would this work? Because, like, go to Dragonland for something important.
it's
And of course, they're still saying how should we do this to think who's better, boys versus girls? They would play a sport or just an interesting game?
actually they would play musical instruments and they decide boys versus girls.
All right, Ash. You and me and you, Ashley, against Max and Enrique. We'll show you when we go to Dragonland. We'll do musical instruments when we get there. Hi, guys.
Whoa!
Ash,
Whoa! Ashley, what is that big, humongo horn you got?
I can't do London impressions. I'm bad at them.
Well,
Whoa! Are you sure you can carry this big horn, Ashley? It's very heavy. Maybe I should carry it.
And then Ashley would say, "Of course," or, "Well, I'm just."
No problem, Odd.
Oh, thank you, Ashley. Oh, what are you guys doing against boys against girls? You want to do some musical things? We'll prove it, but that's going to be impossible because Zach and Wheezy are stuck together anyway.
Well, you're just in time, Allie. You brought just a perfect instrument for a Dragonland parade.
Yeah, and then they do a different version, say whose parade is better, the boys one or the girls one.
yeah. I say boys band rules.
No, Enrique. I think the girls one does better because we have like smooth instruments. Well, except Wheezy can get wild. But of course, how could they do this with Zach and Wheezy stuck together?
Well, we could have Zach and Wheezy play a drum set.
Yeah, see whose rhythm goes better.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that'd be interesting. And also, what if there was a sequel to the episode? Well, actually, I think what if there was a sequel to the episode True Blue Friend, but it repeats True Blue Friend as the second episode. True something else friend? What color could be different? True Blue Friend would be a different version. The original. What would be the new version?
It would be called
True. What good color would be different instead of True Blue Friend? Because except like Max has his blue color, Emmy has red on her, Cassie has green.
Actually, it would be called the paint problem.
Paint problem instead of just saying True different color friend.
This time it's This time it would be Cassie accidentally taking something off the top shelf.
And what if Ord warned Cassie? I'm like in the original Zach warned Ord.
Cassie! Cassie! Are you sure this is permanent paint? Because if this is, and you took it off the top shelf, we'd be in humongous trouble. Because it never come off.
Oh no! I think I must have taken it off the top shelf by accident.
Don't worry, Cassie. We'll think of something.
Well, niños, I have to give you out specific instructions if you want to get this same permanent paint off from before.
There are different instructions this time compared to.
I'm not sure. Well, anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave for Clever 2000. It's 8:05.
All right.
Yeah, hopefully I'll see you Thursday for if I do it. Yeah, the Q&A.
All right.
Or if not, sometime. Well, yeah. See ya.
All right. Phew. See you for another stream on Thursday.